Hi, Risha. Hello, everybody.
Hey, hello.
Howdy, 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 howdy. It is that time again. The time for my #1 addiction, other than Ensemble Stars, which is the Great Ace Attorney. Are we an attorney yet? I don't know, but we'll find out shortly, won't we?
Hope so.
I mean, if we're not an attorney yet, this game is not named adequately and appropriately. Because if we're not an ace attorney, what are we? We're just some guy sleeping in a wardrobe on a boat.
Tragic.
It's been like that. It's been like that. Oh my gosh, I forgot to clip last week. I meant to clip some of the stuff from the stream. Note to
we'll get around
self,
to it.
destroy that VOD later with clips. Oh my god.
I'll nag you about it if you want me to, just to make sure it happens.
I might need nagging this weekend to work on it. My last weekend of freedom.
Alright.
If anybody has been following the saga of my weekends, I am going back to weekend work this weekend. So no more fun weekend things for me, but that's okay. Might turn into some morning streams. I'm thinking about it because I have some Southeast Asia friends. And I was like, hey, y'all want to stream at 8 a.m. my time before I go to work? So that might be a thing. I'm excited. I get to talk to my friends all over the place. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice having friends all over the world. Like, it's cool. It's very cool. But anyway, hi everybody! I'm Ascella Vivace, magical idol, here to make you smile, and I am with Exception.
Hi, I'm Exception. I do not have a well-choreographed introductory identity thing. You have like a whole system. You know exactly what you're gonna say. I just say hi.
It took me a while to come up with it, so but I be shouting out your channel, so
You do be doing that.
yeah.
I'm Exception. I'm here representing internet television on Twitch, INTTV. I am
YouTube.
I have a YouTube as well.
Check out YouTube.
I'm the second generation streamer, premier VTuber, and overall general nuisance.
You're the spaceman.
I am the spaceman. I'm the Cyberman, but I'm the spaceman.
The cyberspace man.
We're moving.
We're from the 90s suddenly.
It is the 90s.
Oh my gosh,
There's
the 90s
time.
the 90s are back though. I hate it so much. Like,
What?
Okay, so for real, right? I know we were wanting to play the game, but let me tell this story real quick. So I was driving from City A to home, and City A is it's a very long drive. It's like a 3-hour drive that I have to make between these two cities. And we stop at like a gas station because I'm like, I need a snack, right? I'm starving. I need a snack real quick before we go home. So stop at the gas station, get our snacks. Everything is normal and fine, right? We go get back in the car, and we're just sitting there like eating our snacks real quick so I'm not eating and driving. And I see these like teenagers, I'm assuming they were teenagers, walk like in front of my car to go into the store. And they're in like the most 90s ass outfits I've ever seen in my life. They were in like, I think one of them had like mom jeans, but they were like straight leg mom jeans with like distressed like holes in them and stuff. And I was just like, no. And then like the very 90s cut like croppy toppy t-shirt. I was like, is Hannah Montana about to jump out and punk me? Like, oh my gosh. It was so 90s. I was disturbed. Put it back where it belongs, man. Don't take my skinny jeans away from me. I don't want mom jeans. I need skinny jeans. It's very important. Anyway, that's my 90s horror story because I keep seeing youths in 90s apparel, and it makes me feel very weird, because when I was their age, I dressed like that. It's really weird.
People dressing in ways, in particular forms at times.
It's
tragic.
It's so weird. But I remember when I went to college, we had like a little like mixer thing at the end of our like orientation week, and it was 70s themed. And I can only imagine how my parents, who were college age in the 70s, must have felt about that. Like, it's that same feeling. It's that same feeling of like, oh god, it's back. But on the plus side, I can certainly be asked for advice about how to dress 90s if somebody has like a 90s
Absolutely,
thing.
it's suddenly relevant now.
Yeah.
You can become like the guru.
Right? I'll be like, what you need is, so you need those clackety little plastic bracelets, you need tie-dye, you need like tie-dye t-shirts, they can be crop tops, they can be oversized, anything in between. Denim, always denim. Denim jackets. The wide leg jeans and the patchwork jeans, always those. Oh, the patchwork jeans are back too. This has nothing to do with Ace Attorney. I'm so sorry, everyone. Ace Attorney. Ace Attorney.
He's attorney. Okay, I've got things to say as we introduce to the Ace Attorney.
Oh,
Cameron,
yes. Okay.
Zoom in on me. I've
Screw
got
my
things to say.
topic. Hold on.
Okay.
Forget my topic. It's
You wasted your topic on
exception
90s
time.
fashion.
Well,
It's
hold
my
on.
turn.
We zoom in. Wait, I gotta fix this because I moved it. Hold on. Oh. Oops.
Yeah, we're good. It's fine. It's close enough. You've got it on
There.
Okay, so I have refrained from doing this up until now because it wasn't that relevant. I'm going to talk about a completely different game for a second. Are you familiar with the hit video game Overwatch? And I know I'm bringing that up and everyone's like, this.
I don't
It's
play
important.
Overwatch. I'm bad at it.
That's not important.
Okay.
I have a running joke in hit video game Overwatch 1 where I can like find the most nonsense justifications to state that every single individual character in that game is a ripoff of the spy from Team Fortress 2.
Oh my god.
Obvious examples include Sombra. Not so obvious examples include Zenyatta. You don't need to understand what that means, but just know I can do it for every single character.
Oh my gosh. Please, like,
In the
do a
Great
tier
Ace
list.
Attorney.
You need to do, no, you seriously, you need to do a tier list where you're like, I'm gonna rank these characters as to what character they're a ripoff of, but then the joke is that they're all the spy.
They're all the spy.
That's
they
the
are all
joke.
the spy.
But see, it's happening on your channel and not mine if you do this tier
Yes,
list, you see.
yes.
So no one will know that we just planned this.
But what I mean here
Sorry,
is
continue.
that I have a separate, similar statement about the Great Ace Attorney characters.
Uh-oh.
And I do not extend it to every single character,
Okay.
but a solid number of characters in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles are me. I did not bring it up until this point, but now that we are entering into Case 3 and beyond, the number of characters that are me is going to increase rapidly.
So what you're trying to tell me here, what you are saying to me is that every time a new character shows up, I should shut up and let you decide if you're gonna voice them. I'll just wait like 2 seconds, and if you start talking, I will know that I do not have dibs on that character.
I don't just mean the people who are me that I voice. I just mean the people who are me.
Just you, core.
Like, just me core. Just
That's how I
solid
feel when
me
I play
core.
Ensemble Stars.
And we're gonna very quickly at the start of this case meet someone who is very me core.
Oh no.
If you're wondering the people who are already me core, it's Hosonaga and it's Chones.
No wonder you're like vociferously defending them, because you're just like, it me for reals.
It me for reals. I'm gonna give off a list of nouns right now that are other very solidly me core individuals in a way that is Obvious to people who have played the game, but completely useless to you and spoilers.
Oh boy.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Get ready, Risha.
Egg, book, spiral.
This sounds like, is this the Da Vinci Code? Like, what's going on here?
Gear, list.
These are just code words now.
These are code words.
You've just activated a sleeper agent in my chat.
I did.
You've activated the Great Ace
Rhinoceros
Attorney
beetle.
sleeper agent.
Rhinoceros beetle 3 times. Thrice of them.
No.
Emperor.
Oh my god. This is so funny.
Okay, we can proceed. We can proceed. I've made my statement.
I quite wonder. Where's Risha? Risha, are you here? Risha's busy. Risha, you have to tell me if a character that's Mikor shows up. You also, exception. You have privilege. You may tell me.
I will.
If
I will
someone who
try
is
some
Mikor
analysis.
shows up.
There'll be a few.
Risha has just known me slightly longer, right?
Yeah, Risha probably has a better read on the U of the U4.
It's just my chaotic inner nature that poor Risha is subjected to when I can't sleep at 3 in the morning. That's the real me. That's the real me. Okay. All right. So we are. Do we go to select adventure? I mean, we're not loading anything. Oh, we are loading something. Cool.
We could.
Okay, guys. So when last we left our Shomesian mystery, we had finished determining what happened to our bestie on the boat. And I was disappointed in life because I just think that he didn't have to die. But that's a personal opinion. It's a personal opinion. That's my personal opinion. So, you know, whatever for the game, spin off with him in it only, that would be great. AU where he goes to London. I guess you
give
get
Kazuma an investigations game, make it a prequel.
There you go.
Yeah.
We could have an entire investigations game centered around the like 3 days or whatever that he and Sholmes knew each other on the boat, and they're just solving like really mundane junk that like has nothing to do with anything and nothing of like import, but they're having fun with it anyway because I think they should be bros.
Yeah, make that like an animated series. Everyone would love it.
I would love it, and I'm the only one that matters. All right, start playing from save data. Let's go. All right, so we are ostensibly, presumably, ooh, dramatic music, in London now. The runaway room.
Glancing over my records of the late last century, I am faced by the events of a certain bitter winter.
Oh my god.
A murder in a carriage.
A murder.
As it sped through dense London fog in the dead of night. Though the victim and the perpetrator were the only ones inside, there were multiple witnesses to the crime itself. However, none could have imagined at the time that such a seemingly obvious case as this would end in such a horrendous manner.
I swear to all that is holy. Oh,
Mr.
here we go.
Herlock Sholmes
Mr. Herlock
once
Sholmes
said of the incident,
I believe that perhaps that case was indeed the prelude. The beginning of a long concerto that impressive Japanese student and I were to play together.
This is literally the Sherlock Holmes AU that we need.
It is.
And deserve. Oh, look, some animation.
Train detected. That's all that matters. We found a train.
Oh, look at them!
I love this attire.
Is this really just a railway station?
Oh, he's cute.
Railway station or not, I've never seen such an enormous building before.
And look at all the steam locomotives. This country is incredible.
Are you a lawyer yet, son? Your little cape. Oh, love the cape. Wow. Get it, horses.
I feel like I'm dreaming.
So this is the capital of Great Britain.
So, where to?
Oh, hello.
Climb aboard. I'll take you wherever you want to go.
Okay.
In that case, the Supreme Court in Whitehall, if you wouldn't mind.
My pleasure. I suppose you're visiting students from abroad, eh?
Yes.
Thought so. Well then, I hope you enjoy your stay.
This is cute.
And welcome to the centre of the world, Great Britain's mighty capital, London.
Man, they're building the Crystal Tower in the background.
There we go. All right. Oh, what is this?
This is the room.
Where it happens.
Yeah.
Hi, Nikki, what's up? Yes, the room ran away. Hello, we have finished the cutscene so we can talk again.
Yeah.
Yay.
Even though we were talking the cutscene anyway.
We're talking a little bit, but only a little bit. Only a little bit.
Only when they weren't talking.
Yeah. We're not going to interrupt the talkies.
Of course.
Okay, guys, it's 18th February, 9:21 a.m. To be specific, British Supreme Court Lord Chief Justice's office. Wow, we can already look at the court record. Okay. Are we going to show him our badge?
Man, this is like second only to the Attorney General. We are at like the top of the echelon of law.
Let's go. We are surprise honor student. What an incredible place. It's so imposing. It's almost suffocating. This place is breathtaking. It looks like a fortress. Does it? It looks like a clock to me.
It seems weird that they decided to put the
It's the courtroom in a clock
Supreme
tower, yeah.
Court. They just put it inside of the Westminster freaking clock tower.
It's the Supreme Clock. The Supreme Clock. There are some stone buildings like this in Japan now, of course. But they've only been built in the few short decades since we opened our borders to the outside world. An authentic example like this has quite a different impact, wouldn't you agree? A far cry from the wood and paper most of our buildings are constructed from. It's certainly unfamiliar.
I don't recognize it at all.
But I think there's more to the differences than just construction materials, you think? What is this place again? This is the Lord Chief Justice's office, Naruhodo-san, in the Supreme Court of Great Britain. The Lord Chief Justice. We had instructions to report here at this time. If circumstances were different, we were supposed to let the Lord Chief Justice know that we had arrived from Japan.
We should probably let him know anyway.
Right? There is the kicker, but Kazuma can't. No.
Tragedy.
Like I should put like spoilers in my thing. Feel bad. I don't want to spoil anybody. I'm sorry, everybody. It's marked. It says case 3. It says part 7. Yeah.
There's an assumption that you're in the middle of everything happening.
Everybody
I think.
better just assume spoilers from here on out.
Yeah.
So instead, we are here in a different capacity. As envoys to report the news of Kazuma-sama's death. Yes. And having delivered his or her message, an envoy's duty is done. So, we'd have to return to Japan. If we want to remain here in Great Britain, I have to take Kazuma's place as the law student selected for the study tour, even though you weren't one until 5 minutes ago. I guess it was a week ago, according to the stream. But yes, which means you need the requisite qualifications as a lawyer, which is what I've been studying for. Here in Great Britain, it is the Lord Chief Justice who appoints lawyers. I see.
Ah, so we're here for a job interview.
Yeah. Just show them our student badge. We'll make it. So that's the second reason why we're here. To have you officially recognized as a lawyer. It's the only way that we'll be able to remain here in London. I hope I'm up to scratch. Oh no, don't doubt yourself.
Ah, good morning. Sorry for keeping you. There he is.
Hey yo, my dude!
Dr. Spiral himself.
Look at him. He's kinda intense. My goodness.
Heck yeah. Look at him. He's just
My
existing.
goodness. And he is chartreuse. Well, kind of olive-y. Kind of somewhere between olive and chartreuse. Good for him. Am student, work hard, please hire me. Correct, Risha. Oh.
I trust you aren't too exhausted after your long voyage from Japan.
Oh boy, he's gonna think we're Kazuma. Oh, this is gonna go well.
Well, maybe that works in our favor.
Ooh, he's got a clock! I mean, what?
It seems I'm 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 47 seconds late. My apologies.
Oh, he's very precise. No wonder he lives in a clock tower. Oh, no, don't mention it. We're never happier than when we're standing around with nothing much to do. You're gonna bomb this interview, sweetheart.
How fortunate.
It's like a little
So-
wrist showing.
Introductions. I am Male Strongheart, Lord Chief Justice of the British Empire.
I'm sorry, his name.
His name is Male Strongheart.
His name is Dude. His name is Person.
I'm gonna be honest, I think his Japanese name is a lot cooler.
Oh, his name is Person McBeefy. So it's fine.
Like, I know they tried to keep the symbolism around, but I think they made it less cool.
I think you might be right.
For reference, his Japanese name is Heart Vortex.
Oh my god. For real?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's just a really cool name.
Oh, I get it. Oh, okay, I get it. It's supposed to be... It's 2 puns.
Yes.
It's 2 puns. I see. It's just a really cool name. It is, Risha. You're right.
He's like, hello! Welcome to the center of the world. It's Britain. I am the center of law at the center of the world.
Congratulations
We are-
on your promotion to person who has to work for me now.
I am Dude Chivalrous. Welcome to Britain.
Dude, chivalrous. Oh my gosh. Okay. And I feel like a little mouse under an elephant's foot. Come on, Mr. Naruhodo. Don't be a mouse. Oh, it's an honor to meet you, Lord Chief Justice Strongheart. I can't even say that with a straight face. It's fine.
He's great.
It's good, it's good. I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo from the Empire of Japan.
Well, Mr. Naruhodo. Welcome to London, the capital of our glorious British Empire.
Dude, the birds.
His voice will evolve over time. Right now, I'm too excited, and I'm doing his voice in like half his voice as I envision it, and half me being too excited to do his voice.
Yes, thank you.
I cannot get as like bassy as I want to.
That's fair. Oh my god. Can I present my... What if? Oh, we have an art band now! Sheesh! we got it from Cosmo. We just took it off his dead body. Excuse me? Examine. Oh, that's fucked up.
No more student badge for us.
These are the scales of justice. They're a symbol of the defense, aren't they? This is cute. This is cute. Looting? Yeah. Yes, that's right. The scales are a symbol of fairness to show that all are treated equally in the eyes of the law. Okay. And they're a warning to those who enter the courtroom without an impartial mind. We're taking this very seriously. Good for us. But if they're the mark of the defense, it would be more auspicious if they were weighing more heavily on the not guilty side, I think. Okay. Very impartial, I'm sure. Exactly. Alright.
I think they should swap the scales out for like a tug of war rope. I think that's more symbolic of how courtrooms operate. Ooh.
I'm gonna hurt myself. I'm gonna hurt myself. The lawyer's name is embroidered on the inside here. Look. Kazuma Asogi. This was his band, of course. He had his heart set on this study tour in Great Britain. I'm sure he would have found the truth he longed for here. I can't wait to find out what his deal was. Past tense, question mark.
Yeah, he had mysteries about.
He did, and I get to uncover them. Maybe question mark again.
Maybe we'll inherit some of them. You know, since we're trying to take his job.
It's so messed up, but like I get it. It's just such
Yeah.
it's such a shonen protag thing to do. Like I will take up his mantle. But he lost his life before he even had the chance to see the place. I have such a strong sense of his hopes and dreams when I look at this armband, though. I hurt myself enough. Go back. Go back.
Yep, enough pain.
I'm sure we will be presenting that at some point, but let's talk. Or examine. We can examine. What to do? I like examining. Let's examine the room a little bit. Well, here's the chair. This must be the Lord Chief Justice's desk. I believe it's made of marble. It looks more like an over-the-top tombstone that's toppled over to me. Good grief. I think that's your fanciful imagination at work again, Mr. Naruhodo. It feels like everything that's normally made of wood and paper at home is made of bricks and stone here. Because it rains a lot.
And they got all that limestone up in wherever they have the limestone.
I know. That's why this place feels so overbearing, I'm sure. What else can we examine? Oh, is this? Examine. Just look at all the naughty books packed together on these shelves. They go from floor to ceiling. And they're all books that you couldn't hope to come by in Japan. It's like a dream. She's so cute. Yes, a very bad dream. They're not all about British law either. There are books about the judicial systems of other Western nations. France, Germany, Spain, Holland. What about Russia? Oh, interesting question. Why do you ask? I was wondering about asking the Lord Chief Justice how you say wardrobe in Russian. What do you think? I don't think that's a good idea. I think perhaps it's a thought best abandoned. Yes, indeed.
Could have asked Sholmes. He said it out loud already. It's in the public. It's like garderobe or so. Garderobe? Maybe.
We're looking at everything in here. Look at these menacing metal giants facing each other across the room. Tall people problems. I believe they're suits of armor. Oh, right. I thought maybe they were like the lion dogs we have in Japan guarding shrine gates. I feel like that's a reasonable assumption to make.
I like this sort of culture shock kind of introspection that they have being foreigners and a thing that we kind of see as vaguely more familiar.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of the inverse of what we're doing. No, not at all. In fact, in Europe, suits of armor like these are always possessed by evil spirits, you know. And they roam around in the middle of the night. Really? Is there nothing you don't know, Miss Susato? This book tells me everything I need to know about everything. If you're ever unsure, just ask. She's cute. Where did she get that incredible tome? Right? It's the Sholmes tome. Okay, we've looked at... Oh, we gotta look at the clock parts. Is this some kind of clock? Actually, I think we might be inside some sort of giant clock. But those gears are larger than anything you'd find on a steam locomotive, even. The fact that he is hating on books when he was a former English major, too funny. It's true. It's eerie. Do you think clocks are some sort of hobby of his? The Lord Chief Justice, I mean. Well, boys do enjoy fiddling around with machines, don't they? I'm not sure you could fiddle with cogs that size, and I'm certain you couldn't call him a boy. Still, it's amazing how little noise the cogs make considering how large they are. There's actually something quite soothing about their precise rhythm. Well, we've looked at the clock now. We've looked at the desk. We've looked at the suits of armor.
I think we've seen.
It's
It's time
look around
to
with
hear.
B. There's
Oh, we're
nothing
just
over
looking
here.
slightly to the left.
We're just looking slightly more. Okay, back. Cool, back. All right.
They
let
just
us
added the ability to
converse.
pan to make the room look bigger.
Right. Let us converse with
effect.
the gentleman.
London!
London.
So, what are your impressions of our capital so far? How do you like London?
It's cold. Oh, well, help. I've been so nervous ever since I got here that I can't remember a single thing about the city. It's simply splendid. Isn't it, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh?
We had a wonderful view of some of London's streets from the carriage on the way here from the station. Everything is so impressive and grand. I must say I'm almost lost for words.
I'm glad to hear you like it. The city boasts tramways, piped water and gas, even cables supplying electricity. We spearhead every revolutionary new technology in the world. Every visitor to London is astounded.
Oh yes, astounded is the word.
By legal requirement.
You're contractually obligated to be astounded by London.
By entering into the London city area, you agree
Sign
to be
here.
astounded.
Sign here. Thanks for saving me there, Susato-san. And everyone seems so jolly and full of vigor.
By law, they have to.
Everyone is required to be happy in London.
Yes.
Wow, one-word answer.
I
Thank
passed
you,
those
sir.
laws myself.
Exactly.
There's much excitement about the upcoming great exhibition we will be hosting here in London.
Great exhibition? Oh my god, the cane.
Cultural and technological achievements from around the globe are to be exhibited here in our great city. It will be the greatest spectacle of its kind in history, and will make Paris's World Fair look like a toy shop. Because the one British thing is constant, it's one-upping the French.
Right? Gosh, I can hardly imagine how magnificent it's going to be.
Great Britain's capital city is nothing but magnificent. London is the center of the modern world.
Good for him. Even if you do say so yourself. Ryunosuke is less impressed. So funny.
The sun will never set on our great empire. I made it illegal. Perhaps it is fate that in these progressive times we welcome visitors from the land of the rising sun.
All right, law student. Lord Chief Justice. I think you were expecting a student of law for the study tour, weren't you?
Absolutely. A Mr. Kazuma Asogi, if my memory serves.
That's right.
The British government has already been telegraphed a full report of the situation.
Oh no.
Darn telegraphs. I understand the young man lost his life aboard the steamship bound for our shores.
It's still so messed up. That's amazing. The news reached him before we even arrived.
My country naturally extends its deepest condolences to yours.
Oh, thank you.
And you honored this appointment specifically to inform me of the news?
Yes. We are here in the capacity of envoys from Japan to report the sad news in person.
They tell me you Japanese are people of protocol and courtesy, and I see that it's true. And it is with some regret that I must inform you that the death of the young lawyer means the study tour arrangement can no longer proceed.
If you would just hear us out, Lord Strongheart.
What do you have to say, madam?
She's doing all the talking. It's about the study tour.
She's probably better suited for it than us.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no! She's making us talk. We're screwed. Mr. Naruhodo here would like to make a proposal.
Don't worry, Ryunosuke. Just remember your win at the speech contest.
Right?
Would he now? Well, Mr. Naruhodo?
This is it then. The moment of truth.
It's time.
Continuing the study tour. The thing is, Lord Justice, Lord Strongheart, I was wondering if perhaps you would consider allowing the study tour to go ahead.
Don't misunderstand me. Britain would ideally like to see the tour go ahead. But without a lawyer from your country, there's nothing to be done.
Well, in that case, what if there was someone else? Another lawyer from Japan, I mean. Dots? Oh.
Is there something I don't know? That's illegal. Only a single lawyer was invited to Great Britain from your country.
Boy, we have to explain this part. Good luck.
And that was Mr. Asogi. At least, that is what I've been led to understand.
Well, the thing is, this really isn't going well at all. I just can't seem to find the right words to say to this man. Why are you intimidated? Mr. Naruhodo! I could ruin things here if I'm not careful. What am I going to say? Oh no. God. If there is someone else here from Japan who could be described as a lawyer, it's me. Actually,
We gotta
there's
step
no
up.
one.
We gotta step up.
Actually, there's no one is sending
No, we gotta
me.
step up.
It's unfortunately me.
Omaeda.
It's me. I can do it.
Is that so?
He's gonna give us a test or something. This would be terrible. No, not dots. Now is not the time for dots. I mean, I don't actually have any qualifications as such, but...
No qualifications, you say? And yet you still claim to be a lawyer?
Oh, God. I have acted as a lawyer in court before. Only once, as it happens. And I had Kazuma to help me. And I was the accused, but glossing over the details. Oh, he's not impressed. I've been spending every spare moment on the journey here to Great Britain studying. I've learned all about British law and court proceedings while I was on board the SS Buria. Oh, he is not impressed.
The voyage from Japan is some 50 days, I believe. Not what you might call a full education.
Unimpressed with us.
To become a qualified lawyer here in Britain,
Oh, we're about to hear it.
not only do you need a university degree in law, you must also complete several years of training.
Well, we had 50 days. I realize it's far too short a period of time. But I can't just go back to Japan. Uh-oh. Kazuma, Mr. Asogi's journey had only just begun. Coming here on this study tour was all he thought about. I have to carry on and do everything he planned to do. Oh, maybe he's impressed by that? I know it must sound like I have an overly inflated opinion of myself. But I would do anything to prove that I have what it takes. Any test you care to set me. Oh, no. Just one chance. That's all I'm asking for. Please.
31 seconds.
Sorry?
Your opening statement there, Mr. Naruhodo. It was 31 seconds long.
I am so screwed.
Not too brief, not too protracted. A perfectly judged appeal, I would say.
Oh, he's impressed. Hold on. We're on the ups.
Which is a skill that would stand you in good stead as a lawyer.
Oh, thanks.
So, you're willing to put those words to trial, are you? Well, I'm all for entertainment.
Entertainment is what we are now. Okay. Huh?
I have classified you. You are now
Entertainment.
today's main event. But let me ask you one thing first, sir.
Yes?
You say you intend to do everything Mr. Asogi planned to do in Orange. Are you firmly set on that path?
I'm firmly set on this orange path, sir.
This orange road I am walking.
We just auto-saved, so we are on the orange road now. Well,
Yeah, the carpet is actually orange, not red. That's the road.
It is. It is. You're so right. You're so right. Well, yes, that's my intention.
I see.
He sees. Am I imagining things? Or did his expression just alter a fraction there all of a sudden? We are in so much trouble. Oh god.
Very well.
Oh god. This is gonna go.
You have your wish. I'll give you a chance. You don't have the proper credentials, but I make the laws, so... A test to become a specially certified lawyer. Whether you pass or fail is entirely down to you. I'm a little self-conscious about the fact that when I ad-lib lines for Strongheart, it becomes like 10% an impression of former President Barack Obama. Like I'm reading that in myself and I'm like, oops.
Oops. Well, if you're gonna pick somebody lawyery, you know, that's not a bad choice.
I guess.
Really? Oh
Test.
god. Test.
Test.
Test, test, test. So what form will the test take exactly? Is this gonna be timed? I am so screwed.
Tell me, Mr. Naruhodo, what do you consider the role of a lawyer to be?
Well, defending people, of course.
Well said. So, let's have you defend someone.
Ah, God! Huh?
Your timing is perfect, in fact. There's an apt trial about to begin later today.
Wow, we're just gonna defend somebody in like a freaking murder trial or something on our first day as a not lawyer. And it's not really our first day, but you know.
No advocate has been appointed for the defense as yet, so this will be welcome news.
Oh lord, who are we defending? Today? Straight away!
If you manage to secure a verdict of not guilty, you'll have passed my test.
Oh boy.
What could be simpler?
Ugh. How do I get myself into these situations? I ask myself this about you every day, Ryunosuke.
Yeah, he's really good at getting in these situations.
You are just unlucky, sir.
His luck is miraculous in the worst way possible.
You're right. Well, could I ask, what sort of trial is it, Lord Strongheart?
Yes, good question. Ah, I remember.
Oh my god, he didn't remember. Jeez.
He's got a lot of things to do. He's Chief Justice Lord.
It's an orange.
It's a murder trial.
An orange.
It's a murder trial.
It's an orange murder trial.
And an orange got murdered.
Oh my god. A murder?
It was peeled illegally. An extremely simple case, I understand. You really can't lose.
That's easy to say.
But I should mention, just in case. If the defendant is found guilty, he will of course be sentenced to capital punishment in orange.
In orange.
The orange capital punishment.
Capital punishment? He'll be put to death?
Here in Great Britain, murders are sent to the gallows without exception. I don't get to be there. Presumably, you read that much in your short C-based introduction to British law.
Apparently we didn't. We can't possibly agree to such a test. We would be toying with a man's life.
I am the Lord Chief Justice, and I've decided it's acceptable.
But you can't do that. Can you?
I am the Lord Chief Justice. I can make myself able to do that.
He is justice.
There's no need to overcomplicate this. All you have to do is ensure that you don't lose.
All we have to do, huh?
As Lord Chief Justice, I do declare that your best course of action is to get good.
Get good. So the defendant may live or die depending on how well I perform in court without Kazuma here? Oh god, no, I'm screwed. If I lose, he'll be hanged. This is so morbid, jeez. I mean, obviously it's
Mr.
murder.
Naruhodo, you've come to me claiming to be a lawyer.
Ding. Ad break, I see you, ad break.
If you want me to take you seriously, you need to prove you're willing to do a lawyer's job. And you say you intend to see through the will of your compatriot, Mr. Asogi. I would like to understand just how far you're willing to go in order to make that happen.
He's testing my resolve.
Yeah, resolves for the sequel. We're not there yet. What's the matter? You've fallen silent. I'm sorry, but time is pressing. The trial begins shortly. I need an answer from you now. What's it to be?
Oh, great. Oh, great. Oh, great. What do I say? Do I agree to this absurd test? I mean, obviously I have to do it. I mean, that's why we're here. But what if he's testing us? What if this is the test? What if agreeing to it is the test? And if we don't agree to do it, then he knows that we know.
Like he's asking not just, he's asking like in a backhanded way if we're taking this seriously, if we're taking the job of a lawyer.
So if we're taking it seriously, we wouldn't be like, I just got off a boat and a train and I'm gonna go defend somebody I've never talked to before in court. So we would say that we wouldn't do it. I imagine we have to do it though, because we got a whole case to do here.
Yeah, we have a game to
We have a
play.
game. Yeah, we have a game to play. So I guess,
We can't just be an ace attorney without being an attorney.
right? Does it like game over you if you select the wrong option? That's hysterical. All right, I guess I'll do it. I'll do anything. All right
For
then.
Kazuma.
If I have to give you a decision now, my answer is I can't do it. I can't get the words out.
15 seconds.
Oh, jeez.
Your decision making needs work if you want to be a lawyer. That was too slow.
Ding.
So, it's as I suspected, is it?
Sorry.
You have noble intentions, but lack the resolve to see them through. The test is canceled. Thank you for stopping by.
Ouch.
Go and acquire your ticket for passage back to the east tomorrow. This conversation is over.
Dang. Dang. Does this mean we're about to get involved in another murder and that's how we end up back in the courtroom? I'm just guessing. Yes, Lord Strongheart. Thank you for offering me a chance. Mr. Naruhodo. I'm sorry, Miss Susato. That starts in 1 minute. Okay. But what could I do? It's all right. I understand. You do? It's not an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in these circumstances. But resolve has absolutely nothing to do with it.
What are you trying to say, ma'am?
Fight him. Fight him. I think what Miss Susato means is that no matter how badly I'd like to be recognized as a lawyer and stay here in Great Britain, to risk another man's life by treating his one and only chance at a trial so trivially would be utterly unforgivable. And I feel exactly the same way. I was right, wasn't I? I was right. Thanks, Susato, for helping us. I'm sure the defendant won't see this trial as a test, as some kind of experiment. He says, go on with his dots. A lawyer may fight for his clients in court day after day. But for each one of those clients, the particular day they stand in the dock may be the only chance they have to fight to prove their innocence. No, I was wrong. I'm not qualified to do that job yet. I'm sorry for wasting your precious time, Lord Chief Justice.
Was there like an ad in a minute?
Yeah, it's about to add.
Wait, Mr. Naruhodo.
Cliffhanger. Cliffhanger. We're going to cliffhanger it right there.
All right,
The
let's
ad
cliffhanger.
starts.
All right, cool.
Is the ad going to start? Is the ad going to start?
Ooh.
Ad, where are you? Where are you?
Ad.
Where's the ad?
Where is the advertisement?
Where is the ad? Do I need to run it manually? If I run it manually, will it make it not run? What do I do? Last time I tried to head it off by running it there it goes.
Okay.
Last time I tried to head it off by running it manually, it got mad at me. I got nothing. I got no polls right now. We haven't made enough progress for a poll. Oh no.
It's okay.
Oh, no.
I'll start sciencing. Okay, so I'm continuing the theme of orbits and stuff. We're going to talk more about the details of describing an orbit. This is called the orbital elements of an orbit, which is basically all the stuff you need to describe like one orbit distinctly from another orbit.
I'm gonna eat
so that you know
while you
exactly
eat it.
what you're dealing with. You eat while I'm doing
gonna
this.
crunch my not popcorn, which is banana chips.
The first problem with orbit defining is how do you decide what your sort of baseline guidepost for directions is? Like if you're on the ground, you can do things like you can point north, you can point up, but if you're in space, you got to like decide what your point of reference is going to be.
Yeah, the orientation.
Yeah. So for like the plane of an orbit, it makes sense to use something like maybe the equator of the Earth for that plane, or like the average orbital like orbits of the planets around the sun or something. And those are both used. But fundamentally, you don't just need a plane. You need like a quote unquote north in that plane. This like direction that you consider the north point on the plane is typically called like the vernal point. And you use that for like, okay, things are going to be said in reference to this direction and this plane. And together you get like a coordinate system that you can actually start describing stuff on. And from there, you can finally say like, oh, the directions of things and orbits can be particular orientation relative to that plane in that direction. And you can finally start describing stuff. It's very exciting. It's not actually very exciting, but it's useful, which is kind of like
useful.
a form of exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Tune in for the next ad break where I'll start talking about what those actual elements are.
You've got
But
30
we're
seconds.
That's not enough time. I'm just going to wait. I'll just do it later.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. I understand the passion. These banana chips are really good. Orbits are really good too.
Orbits are pretty good. I actually don't know if the vernal point refers to the reference direction in general or the specific one for the Earth-Sun system. Because I looked up vernal point to verify, and Wikipedia directs me to the March equinox.
Oh.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. We are back. I'm still eating banana chips, though, unfortunately. But they're really tasty. Your Honor. Okay. Wait, Mr.
All right.
Naruhodo.
We're waiting. We've been waited.
We've waited. Oh. Was there something else? Here it goes.
It's approximately 20 minutes by carriage to the Old Bailey from here.
Okay.
If you leave immediately, you should still be there in time.
But I just said that.
I was quite serious in what I told you.
Oh dear God. Oh dear God.
The defendant in this case has literally no one to advocate for him.
It's Shams. What?
At this point, he can't hope to find someone to represent him. The trial will begin without a defense.
Oh, that's not good.
And if that happens, there is only one possible outcome. He will receive the most severe sentence the judge can pass down.
But that's awful.
But that is the truth.
I put my banana chips down for this. We're getting serious here. I love bananas. I'm sorry.
No wonder you were bringing it up in the homeworld stream.
I like bananas. They're pretty. Hi, Risha. No.
Hi, Risha.
No.
You can't know him. It's my job.
Why does it have to be like this? He's not gonna give us an answer.
Please don't expect an answer to every question.
I called it. Ding.
The cold, hard truth of the matter is that there is only one person now with a chance to save this man from a very miserable end. And that is you.
This is why do we get into this situations? I'm really his only hope?
So,
So?
what do you say now, madam?
Me? What do you mean, Lord Strongheart?
You said it wasn't an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in these circumstances, and I agree.
Okay.
But in my estimation, it is purely and simply a matter of resolve.
Okay.
There is no other option. Our time is up here. I have a meeting to attend. I must leave in 2 minutes and 16 seconds.
Oh god, we have to finish this chapter in 2 minutes and 16 seconds. Quickly, quickly.
So, venture into our great city and enjoy
2
yourselves.
minutes and 16 seconds.
Also save that guy if you mind.
Alright, if you don't mind. Oh, he's gone already. Okay. He's gone.
By law, I am no longer here.
The Old Bailey. Let's go, let's go, let's go. If we're going to do this, Mr. Naruhodo, we must leave at once. Well, there's nothing else to look at.
What part of leave at once did you not understand?
We have to click the buttons. We're about to get
Susato's about to be like, what part of leave at once did you not understand?
Miss Susato, can I just ask you something? Careful. From this position, I can perform a Susato takedown in an instant. I know. Mr. Naruhodo, you heard Lord Strongheart. The trial starts imminently. If I need to throw you, I will. You know, you could just say, I think we should hurry to the courtroom. If you need to ask me anything, it had better wait until we're at the Old Bailey. Okay. Thanks. I guess we'd be moving to the Old Bailey, London's highest criminal court. Let us depart. Wow, this looks familiar. 18th February, 9:45 a.m. The Old Bailey. Defendant's antechamber.
Of doom.
Oh, thank goodness, we're in time. There's still 15 minutes until the trial begins. I never knew a horse-drawn carriage could go so fast. I thought my teeth were going to rattle loose. Did you hear what I said to the driver when we climbed aboard? Get us to our destination in 5 minutes, driver, and there's a guinea in it for you. It's one of my favorite lines from the Herlock Sholmes stories, and it worked quite perfectly. I'm not sure why you're so pleased. I thought we were going to die, and we had to pay gold for the privilege. Well, at least we arrived here before the trial started. Tee-hee. Yes, I suppose there's that. Anyway, I don't understand it. The court clerk said the defendant should be here, but there's no sign of him at all. Empty room. Okie dokie. So this is the Old Bailey. Even this room for defendants to wait in is grand. Are you all right, Mr. Naruhodo? No, we have never been all right a single time in any of this game.
Not a once.
I'm feeling tense, that's all. This place gives me the same sense of foreboding that I remember from the Supreme Court in Japan. That's what I said, it's the same room, man. An oppressive air. Almost as if the building itself is going to crush whoever is about to be sentenced. It feels like only yesterday that I was the one about to be crushed. Yes, whoever the man you're to defend is, I imagine he's feeling very alone at this moment.
Up of the morning to you, madam. Sir.
I see.
What are you doing following me here? Things are fair desperate, are they?
Sorry?
Would you look at those expressionless faces? From the east, are you?
Man, everybody's so freaking racist in this game. We're from Japan, yes.
Ah, Japan, is it right? Say no more. So, how much do you need?
I'm sorry. No, we're just here because...
No need to explain, fella. I've been there myself, so I have. No place to go, nothing to eat, barely a penny to your name, and all while in a strange, faraway land.
Well, actually... we haven't found a place to stay yet, no.
'Tis grand, 'tis grand. Let me start by giving you 1,000 guineas. Say nothing now.
Huh? 1,000 guineas? Please, Miss Susato, you don't have to shout. But 1,000 guineas is... It's enough to build an entire mansion in the most prestigious area of Tokyo. What? Yeah. Fair.
It's nothing to me at all. I like to ensure I have a sufficient funds to weather a rainy day, you see. I have enough wealth to buy the city of London 2 or 3 times over.
Could that much rain even fall in one day?
If it did, it would be in Britain.
Yeah. Well, even so, we couldn't possibly accept such a large sum of money. Ah! That hit me in the eye!
Get coined! Don't get me wrong, fella. I'm not giving to you no strings attached. I'll be wanting you to do something for me.
Oh?
Be honest, it's a little embarrassing. The trial that's about to begin, you see, is for me good self here. I'll be in the dock.
Ding.
So now, what I want you to do is come along with me and stand there beside me. Officially, you'd be my lawyer, but that's just a little detail now.
Oh, well, the thing is...
Don't worry about a thing. All you have to do is stand up there next to me. Nothing more. Otherwise, you see, the trial's gonna start without me having any kind of representation at all.
So it was true. The Lord Chief Justice wasn't just making it all up. I'm terribly sorry to have to ask, but does that mean you're the defendant in this trial?
Bluster blazes! Do you not know who I am? Me, one of London's biggest names.
You are just a purple and yellow man.
Got some blue on him.
No, sorry. We've only just arrived in the city, you see.
I really like his hat, though. It's a good hat.
Pretty good hat.
I see. I suppose it isn't altogether impossible. Well, just next to Hyde Park there in the center of London is another beautiful park.
Sorry? A park? What?
It's called McGilded Park, full of blossoming flowers in the spring and singing birds and whatnot. I donated it to the city, so I did.
An entire park? In central London?
A city of smiles. That's my vision for London.
Are you Willy Wonka?
It kinda is. There's nothing Magnus McGilded wouldn't do for the city and its queer people.
Okie dokie. That's amazing. I mean, really extraordinary.
But now the goal to say I'm a good-for-nothing criminal. Me, Magnus McGilded. What is the matter with the London police, I ask you?
What is the matter with the London police?
Excellent question. Third, for good measure.
All right, don't pass out.
I did a fourth one. They didn't ask for it, but I gave it.
You did. That was very nice. Very method acting. Yeah,
Thank you. I improv.
very good. Very good. Mr. Naruhodo. Perhaps now would be a good time to introduce ourselves while the gentleman catches his breath. Good idea.
Who are you?
He wheezes. Mr. McGilded, the thing is, we're actually here in London to study British law. We're law students on a study tour from Japan, you see. He's wore himself out. So, if you don't have a lawyer for the trial yet, and you'd be happy to put yourself in... Oh, God.
What was after saying, you daft idiot? I've given you 1,000 guineas to stand up there next to me, haven't I?
Well, yes, but I wasn't really offering to just stand up there next to you. He's fine now.
Oh, I think I see what's going on here.
Sorry?
I know what you're thinking. Sorry. This Chancellor fella claims to have more money than the Queen. But if that's true, why the blazes can't he hire the finest lawyer in all of England?
I admit, I was wondering this, yes.
Because he did it. That's the only explanation. Well,
Well... Exactly.
no.
Not at all.
I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking his hat was cool.
Not at all. Although, it is a little strange, to be honest. Why you don't have a lawyer, I mean. Is he gonna explode again? I'm scared.
That would be the fault of the Reaper.
Excuse me?
The Reaper.
Sorry? Did he just say Reaper?
Aye, the Grim Reaper of the Bailey, Lord Balak Van Zeeks. He's the prosecutor.
Risha, come get your man. Risha, come get your man.
Lord Balak Van Zeeks, he's existing. The prosecution is here, and he's basically just some dude with a scythe. He's gonna murder
He's
the
just
defendant.
he's just a dude with a scythe. He's like, guilty! And then like kills you before the trial even happens. That's his voice
You
now.
can't be found non-guilty. You're dead.
You're dead.
He doesn't actually win any trials. They all get canceled because the defendant's dead, but like the point gets crossed.
But he doesn't get canceled somehow.
No.
Shame. That is your man, Risha. Are you
Like
excited?
they can't pin it to him. They don't have a motive because he keeps losing the trial because the defendant's dead. Like he's not winning, so it's like, oh, he couldn't possibly be the murderer.
He is winning, like, it's like a de facto victory, right?
Yeah.
For the prosecution. So, like, He's like the greatest prosecutor of all time because he just kills everybody before there's even a verdict.
He yells objection once, and the defendant just sort of like disintegrates in the dust.
Just like shrivel up like a prune and like worm around on the floor for a second and then they die. Sorry. The prosecutor is the Grim Reaper?
When Van Zeke stands for the prosecution, they call the accused his sacrificial lambs.
Ding. Ominous ding.
And to this day,
Oh my god, not this.
in every single trial in which he's been the prosecutor, the accused has been damned.
What?
So it's reached a desperate situation where there's no one willing to stand in defense against the fella at all.
I kind of think you did it though, dude. Like, it's just the hat. You could be hiding any kind of weapon in there. I don't know what you did, but you did it.
You could say it's a living legend of the Old Bailey.
Goodness. Lord Barrack Van Zeeks. He must be an exceptionally talented prosecutor then.
And a fan of Baroque art styles. Talented isn't the word you're looking for, madam. It's cursed.
He's cursed. Cursed? What on earth?
Do we have a...
Do we have a what?
do we have a bailiff?
I can
assigned?
be the bailiff for now.
Yeah, we'll pass off the bailiff as needed.
The defendant is summoned, and his counsel. Please make your way into the courtroom. The trial is about to begin. His counsel. That would be me.
Oh, it's time. Oh, and fella, don't let me down.
But I don't know anything about the case. Yeah. You haven't told me what happened.
Until you showed your face here. I'd made up my mind, so I had.
Sorry.
I decided I'd have to defend myself in there.
How would that have worked? I don't know. You did it too, my dude.
But then you made an appearance. A student of law, wouldn't you know? There's no accident, I can assure you of that. It's fate. So don't get cold feet now, please.
We, this not lawyer, student, not lawyer, are gonna go up against the Mr. Grim Reaper prosecutor.
Yep.
Oh boy, this is very Ace Attorney of them. Thank you. Yeah, we're having some introspection here. I literally know nothing about the case or about this man who stands accused. In fact, the only thing I do know is that I can't just turn my back on him. We gotta figure it out as we go along, I guess. Mr. Naruhodo. The man has no one. He'll have to stand alone in that courtroom, armed with nothing to defend himself. Yes, something that Kazuma would never have allowed to happen. Dang. Counsel for the defense, what are you doing? If you're late for the start of the trial, you will lose your right to stand. Okay, let's go. I'll be right there. We know nothing! Okay, cool. It's happening then.
It's happening then.
My first trial in a British court. Dear God,
To
save me.
war.
Save me. I hope you're watching over me, Kazuma, and giving me hints when I need them. Because I have no idea how I'm going to manage this.
Oh no.
We are screwed, my friends. We are screwed. Oh,
Welcome.
the scales of fiery justice.
They burn for the
10
truth.
a.m. The Old Bailey courtroom. Oh wow, here we go. Here we go. So this is the highest court in Great Britain, the Old Bailey. The centuries of history in this place is palpable, isn't it? It's so different to the Supreme Court in Japan. It feels both imposing and serene at the same time. The atmosphere almost makes words redundant. Whatever the country, determining a person's guilt or innocence is always a solemn affair. May I say something, Mr. Naruhodo? Oh, yes, what? We are terrified again. Your eyes look ready to pop out of your head again. I know, but I just can't help it. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God.
Okay, so on the basis of the amount of me I'm gonna have to be, I'm gonna humbly request that you are the judge. I was the judge in Japan, you can be this judge.
I will be this judge and the bailiff. Yes, indeed.
Alright.
Risha, you're tasted men. All I gotta say, I haven't even heard a word from this man, but I'm about to, like, roast you. I can already tell. Anyway. Here we go. I can't do this. I'm giggling. Okay. Huh. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. We are here today to determine the guilt or innocence of Mr. Magnus McGilded. I now call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm going to attempt to do his voice, but I know that I do not have the stamina to keep it up. I'm going to falter. I am going to fail. You're just gonna have to accept it.
I'm gonna
voice
believe in
actor
you.
yet.
I'm gonna believe in you.
The prosecution is fully prepared.
Delightful. That must be the Reaper of the Bailey. Look, Risha believes in you too. He really does look.
Why?
He really does look fully prepared to dispatch his next poor victim to the underworld. We believe in you because you're cool, and that's why you're here. So get believed
Thank
in,
you.
punk.
Thank you.
Get believed in. Okay. Counsel for the defense. You appear to be Eastern. Do you speak English? Oh, probably not very well right now. Huh? Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. But he asked if the defense was ready. And I couldn't be further from ready if I tried.
Those eyes please me, Nipponese. Welcome to my first character trait. I am racist.
Holy shit. Holy God. Can anybody in this courtroom be not racist for 5 minutes?
It's not gonna happen.
5 minutes.
It's not gonna happen. This is a period piece.
I can't.
Racism is on the
not.
menu.
I feel like I have to give a content warning. God. Ding! Distressed ding!
They shroud your fear, your doubt, your trepidation.
He's so melodramatic. What the fuck?
He
I
is.
love this.
He is. Yeah. They run wild, clinging to some phantom notion of courage. The quintessential look of a sacrificial lamb.
Why are you so damn serious, my dude? Oh, Skate, don't get intimidated. This man is he's a bottom. I've just decided this. He's a bottom.
Like as much in denial as the official analysis.
We're going full into the denial here. Let's go. Ugh, a cold shiver just ran down my spine all the way to the tips of my toes. The judge is done with our shit, or asleep, one or the other. Now, Mr. McGilded.
Yes, my lord. It's me, Thug Dimatome.
Did you really just go there?
I was thinking about it. I was thinking like, what's it remind me of? The hat, the stature of the rich. It just appeared to me like,
The hat.
boom,
It's
I had
the
to get it
hat.
out there. It's the hat. It's the hat. It is such a tall hat. It is half of his height.
Oh God, we are on something tonight.
Trial.
We are on trial, definitely. You stand accused of murder, a capital offense. You could be sent to the gallows if found guilty. Are you quite sure you wish? Oh wow, racism again. Are you quite sure you wish to entrust your defense to this foreigner?
Not really. As I've always said, my lord, 'tis a grand thing to give opportunities to the young. Even if the fella's a student from some little island off in the Far East. Is it not the British way to ignore the dangers to yourself and give those less fortunate a fair chance? I'd like to think that acts of chivalry do the great British Empire proud. He's racist, but he's like altruistically racist.
Did you hear that he donated 5,000 pounds the other day?
Mother, please, may we go and play in the Gilded Park?
It seems as though everyone in the public gallery is firmly behind Mr. McGilded. That's definitely welcome news, and he certainly has a way with words. I'm surprised he couldn't convince anyone to defend him. Eloquently put, Mr. McGilded, and most laudable sentiments. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm sure I need hardly remind you. Oh God. Oh my God, he has a knife. Oh my God, he has a knife. That you 6 members of the public have been selected for your impartiality. Are you ready to proceed?
Okay, I don't know how we're gonna divvy up the jury.
Oh God,
but
there's so many characters in this.
Yeah.
Are the
think for this
jurors
one-
actually like talking?
They're talking right now.
I know, but then later, I mean, if it's just this one time.
No, they're gonna speak. They're gonna have opinions. They're
Oh,
gonna.
great, they have onions.
Okay. Let's just divvy it up for right now. I'm gonna take the odd number. You'll take the even numbered. I think that'll work.
Okay, but if you get the little old lady, it's not my problem.
Okay. Yes, my lord. If the task is to send rotters to the gallows where they belong, I'm more than ready. And these voices are going to be completely interchangeable.
Oh yeah, we're just
and-
making this up. We're making this part up.
Yeah, we are. We most certainly are.
At the manner his lordship always says we should dispose of rubbish promptly. Naturally, I agree. The jury is just really against this guy.
Any criminal there will soon be wishing they never set eyes on me.
She's busy. He's busy.
I feel a chill.
Oh, don't mind me, my dears. I'll just be getting on with my knitting. I must finish these mitts for my grandson.
And with this, I am pleased to announce, for some arbitrary reason, but I committed to this anyway, that the number of adult female characters in this game has gone from 0 to 3. Congratulations.
There was.
Giselle doesn't count. She was not a female. She was a scumbag.
She was kind of hot garbage. You right. All right. Mr. Naruhodo, those people are the jury. Yes, that's something we don't have in Japan yet. That's right. I've only ever read about it. But here in Great Britain, the court's final verdict depends on the opinions of these 6 jurors. The judge passes sentence according to the law, but the jurors determine guilt based on common sense. So the defendant is ultimately judged from 2 completely different points of view. But how exactly do the jurors give their verdict? That I don't know, but I'm sure it will become clear as the trial progresses. Oh boy, we are making shit up. That's great. Good
Trial by fire. Trial by 2 fires in
2
these
fires,
scales.
yeah.
Double fire.
Trial by fire.
The
Yes.
twin sons.
Prosecutor Van Zeeks.
My lord.
It's been a number of years since we've seen you here in the courtroom. Oh, I see. I thought you'd renounced your fame.
I'm known as the Reaper of the Bailey, my lord. Infamy rather than fame, I would say.
I hope he has a tortured soul about this. I just really want that for him.
But yes, 5 years have passed since I last spread my wings in this capacity.
This is destroying me. Oh, God. Why are we having
Oy.
small talk in the middle of a trial? So, what brings you back? Is there some change of circumstance of which the court should be aware? Why? Change of dots, maybe.
Change of clothes? I leave that to your imagination, my lord.
Jeez Louise. So the Reaper has been out of action for 5 years. Why did he have to choose today of all days to make a comeback? Don't lose heart, Mr. Naruhodo. As you wish, sir. The court nevertheless welcomes your return. Now then, opening statements, I think. A summary of the case, if you please. Oh god, we don't know anything. Holy
Well, it's the
crap.
prosecution's job to summarize, so it's fine. This is where
Okay.
we get to learn. Certainly, my lord.
I like his eyebrows. I'm just putting that out there. I like his, like, tortured soul eyebrow furrowing. It's kind of
As
good.
your lord. Gotta activate the Reaper engine. That your lordship is aware. This is a case of overwhelming simplicity.
We must be the only ones in here who aren't aware.
The incident took place in the late evening, 3 days past. The hour was some minutes after 10. The victim was a maker of building bricks known in the community as Thrice-Fired Mason.
Sorry? Thrice?
It means 3, you foreigner.
He was a very accomplished craftsman. The bricks he fired were said to be almost indestructible. Yikes.
The victim's corpse was discovered in an omnibus in service on the streets of London at the time. A dagger that had been thrust into the victim's abdomen is believed to be the ultimate cause of death.
Believed. Where's Hosonaga?
Here's the autopsy report from the investigating medical officer at Scotland Yard. He's undercover. He's like disguised as the victim.
He's actually Van Zeeks. Thank you, counsel. I shall accept that and the photograph as evidence.
Nah, he'll probably be one of the witnesses. Just like...
Right? He'll just show up and be like, I was there. Excuse
in
me?
another disguise. I was the cabin driver.
Exactly. The autopsy report
undercover
has been entered into the court record. All right, cause of
Man
death.
wanted me to do an assassination while I'm here. The police bureau is like, we gotta kill this guy. He's trying to buy the islands of Japan with all his money.
Oh my gosh. But why'd they kill the first guy? His bricks are too good.
So that he'd be executed for murdering the guy. He's just like the victim they chose to set him up.
Jeez.
Or it's
Random.
because Japan's like, the British have too many stone buildings. They're making superior fortresses.
Oh my
We must stop them before the war starts.
Oh my god.
It doesn't even make sense. They fought together in World War I.
Yeah. All right, a report prepared, that's hard to say, by the Scotland Yard coroner. It gives the cause of death as internal hemorrhaging as a result of a single stab wound to the abdomen. Got it. Photograph of the victim taken on the omnibus. The knife in his abdomen is clearly visible, but his face is partly obscured from view by an old crooked hat.
And one further item of evidence. The prosecution wishes to submit these as well.
And these are... Good lord! Is that blood, counsel?
Yes, my lord. Seized by a policeman who arrived at the scene. These gore-soaked gloves were taken from the hands of the accused when he was arrested. Well, that ain't good.
What? Yeah, it's not good. Mr. McGilded's gloves had blood on them? Clack. Yes, I will accept these as evidence as well.
It'd be weird if you didn't, my lord.
The leather gloves the defendant was wearing at the time of the incident, there is a blood stain on the right glove. How did I get into this? Yeah? I'm backed into a corner before I've even started.
Get wrecked, Nipponese noob. Continuing.
No.
According to the driver of the omnibus, there were only 2 passengers traveling inside his vehicle at the time.
Only 2?
Obviously, one of those passengers was the deceased brickmaker, Mr. Mason. The other
Yep. Do I
was the
hit
accused,
points?
Magnus McGilded. He's like very leisurely about it. He's like,
Yes, it's like there. Let me point with my wrist
Over
just
there
a
or
little,
some such.
a little bent, and my elbow in a relaxed pose.
Vaguely in that direction. I'm not actually looking.
It's like that guy.
Somewhere over there.
Juror, ding, ding, ding.
Oh no, the jury is being swayed.
Oh God. Well, rather damning circumstances to say the least. Defendant, what say you? Nothing at all.
Well, of course, I have no recollection of such a thing.
Oh my God. Mr. McGilded!
To be sure, I rode in the omnibus that evening. But whenever I'm in a carriage, I'm taken with a fierce tiredness, and I always succumb to it.
Are you claiming to have been asleep?
It's the motion of the carriage, my lord. Lilton, so it is. And when I opened my eyes again, 'twas a desperate sight before me. The body of a man I'd never laid eyes on before in me life. Now I ask you, a good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fella bleeding from his stomach. I wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man a hand.
So the blood got onto the gloves then, after the man had been killed.
Unfortunately,
Uh-oh.
statement of the drivers is only the beginning.
What? That's not all of it?
There were multiple witnesses
I see.
to the precise moment at which the brickmaker was fatally stabbed.
Uh-oh.
Juror number 4 is doing double duty as the secretary.
Right, she's the court reporter. Ordar! Ordar! Ordar!
If
Am I
have
having
one
a stroke?
opinion about this freaking judge is that he said, well, I think all of the judges actually, both good old Judge heckin' Hellboy in Japan and this one,
Boy.
they both say order like one too many times. If they said it twice, I think that would flow better in speech. But they're saying it 3 times, and I feel like that just sort of makes it just go on a little too long. 2 is fine.
He's saying Ordar!
That's because he's British and he's going like, order! Stop yelling in my courtroom.
Oh my god.
When the killing took place, only the victim and the accused were inside the carriage. And there were witnesses to the crime. How, though? This is not just a case of compelling evidence. It's the nail in the coffin for the accused.
I swear to God.
If you love his point, you're gonna love his everything else.
Okay. Clack. Thank you, counsel. The circumstances of the crime have been made quite clear. Have they? I hope not. I think we will hear testimony from these witnesses first of all.
Your wish is my command. Bailiff, bring the witnesses in at once.
Oh my god.
He's so dramatic.
Yes. Oh, Lord.
All right. Witnesses, your names and occupations.
How we do this?
Okay, I'll be the 2 people.
Characters in this. Why are there 80
Okay.
characters in this?
Okay, I think I'll try and be the 2 on the left. I care more about being the guy who said it sideways. You be the one on the far right.
I see. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Go for it.
My name is, well, everyone calls me Beppo. I drive an omnibus in the East End. I love Beppo. Beppo's great.
Oh my God, his
Bruce.
name is... I'm sorry, what?
Bruce Fapley. I'm a banker in the city.
My name's First. I'm sorry. Lady First. I, make hats for gents. Why is your hat so awful then?
Let's begin by confirming the facts. 3 days ago, at a short time after 10 o'clock in the evening, all of you present in the stand were in an omnibus and witnessed the aforementioned incident. Is that correct? Yes, sir. Quite right.
Yes, sir. That's right, sir. Very well, then. Let's proceed to your formal I have no voices for anybody. I am making shit up every time. Everything, every line is a new day.
Yeah.
Very well, then. Let's proceed to your formal testimonies, please. I am so screwed. Each of you will tell the court precisely what you saw.
Imagine if you never brought me onto this stream. You would have been suffering.
I would have quit about 5 minutes ago. What the witnesses saw.
It was the last bus of the evening. I had few customers. I remember it well. The victim and the man accused of killing him were sat next to each other inside the bus. I keep mixing Fairplay's voice. Then out of blue, the accused just reached over and plunged a knife right into his guts. I try to do like a very particular thing, but I can't sustain it.
That's right! He stabbed him! I screamed, I did! Couldn't help it!
As soon as I heard the scene, I stopped my bus, and then I saw it too.
Unambiguous testimony, I must say.
Exactly, my lord. These men witnessed the incident in the omnibus with their own eyes.
I'd like to ask a question, if I may. Yes, counsel? Well, this testimony makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever.
Why not?
Oh, God. Well, the incident took place inside a moving carriage, didn't it?
As has been clearly stated from the outset, yes. Give me the bird.
Well, in that case, how could those two witnesses possibly have seen what happened? There's no way they could have seen the inside of the moving carriage. Everyone's unimpressed. Everyone's unimpressed. I'm terrified. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, quaint. I'd read that civilization in the Eastern Island nations was a good century behind our own. But you're here in London yourself. Are you really so ignorant about our omnibuses?
Huh?
Tell me, my Nipponese friend, have you even traveled in an omnibus?
Well, no. We, only arrived in London this morning.
No matter. I've arranged for us all to see for ourselves. The actual scene of the crime, that is.
Oh my god. Crime scene recreation. What do you mean? The actual scene? How?
A carriage is designed to be moved, after all. Presumably you understand that much.
I am dying here. I am dying. He is such a condescending jerk. What
He
the
is.
hell? Bring in the bus. Oh no. Ad starts in 5 minutes. Gotcha.
I've added a stop for the carriage in this courtroom. It will deliver passengers and new witnesses.
Oh my god. Yes.
The omnibus in which this bloody crime took place is here today, in this very building.
Here? What? The entire carriage?
No, just a half of it. Bailiff. Bring forth the stricken omnibus.
The stricken omnibus.
It got stroke.
Oh my
there it is.
god, it's literally just up in the middle of everything. Holy crap. Oh my god. So that's an omnibus. The omnibus. I can't believe they could bring something so enormous in here. Great Britain's courtrooms are amazing.
At a big enough door.
Right?
As you can see, the omnibus is pulled by 2 horses and can carry up to 8 passengers. Four passengers seated inside the enclosed cabin, and another 4 on the rooftop deck above. Every Londoner knows that the best views of the city's architecture and sights be had from the top of an omnibus. And I should point out to our foreign guests that there is a skylight in the roof, allowing a view of the interior from the seats above.
A skylight. Oh!
The penny dropped at last, I see.
Sir.
These 2 gentlemen were occupying the rooftop seats on this omnibus when the murder took place. That is how they came to witness the grim incident. Through the skylight.
Oh, that makes perfect sense. Well, Counsel, this is a first. In all my years behind the bench, I've never experienced the crime scene itself being brought into the courtroom.
There are a number of important clues remaining inside the carriage, my lord.
Or Sholmes. Or Sholmes. Or Sholmes.
I would like to submit the omnibus itself as evidence. That is the prosecution's wish.
Very well. I see no reason why not. This omnibus is hereby formally accepted as evidence. I cannot believe this. The whole freaking bus.
All of it.
We gotta inspect it in a minute. I can't believe it! The entire crime scene entered as evidence? Yes! Great Britain is simply extraordinary. I could help myself a lot by giving that omnibus a thorough examination, seeing as it's here. What a hint. Let us continue with the proceedings then. Your cross-examination, counsel. No, I'm busy.
Heck yeah.
I'm busy. I'm looking at things. Let's view the bus. Tell me about yourself, bus. Well, let's open the door and go inside, shall we? We haven't even looked at the outside yet. This is fine. Ugh, the scene of a murder. It's horrible. Let's go. Oh, we twisty, we turny. We twisty, we turny. Oh, just a poster. Okay. Ah, that's a poster for the Great Exhibition that's due to start 6 months from now. There's a lot of focus being drawn to the Crystal Tower, the centerpiece of the whole exposition. Oh, the Crystal Tower. It's under construction already, I believe. I would hope so. People all over London must be fizzing with excitement at the prospect of such a grand event. That's nice. Oh, what this? Handle. This seat has a handle, it seems. It opens up! This looks like all sorts of equipment that might be needed to keep an omnibus running. Feeding tubs, tools to repair wheels, blankets, horseshoeing tools. So it's a storage compartment for the coachman to keep his things, it seems. There doesn't seem to be any space for passengers to stow their luggage, that's for sure. Well, I don't imagine it would be very convenient for that purpose anyway. We have looked. We have ad braked. We have ad
Oh, hey, we've
braked.
ad braked. Oh, okay.
We have ad braked.
Interesting.
I'm gonna look at this.
Should I?
Oh,
should
I'm
I
sorry.
do
Go
this?
ahead. Continue with your.
You
hold on,
can
let me-
investigate.
Let me just.
like, There's not much here.
No, you go ahead.
Okay.
I'll investigate later.
So as we go into the actual elements of stuff, there's sort of two categories. There's the details of the orbit shape and stuff, and then there's the sort of orientation. Starting with the shape of the orbit, we have the eccentricity. And this comes directly from the whole conic section thing from last stream, where it's like an eccentricity of 0 means it's a circle. And then from 0 to 1, it's like longer and longer stretches of an ellipse.
Okay.
So like the closer you get to long, the wider, like the stretched out the ellipse is. And when you get to an eccentricity of 1, that's a parabola.
Okay.
So that's sort of like the geometric sort of statement of like the moment this orbit goes escape velocity. The other is the size, and that's the semi-major axis. It's the... So like take the point, the object being orbited, the distance from it to the closest part of the ellipse, the distance from it to the longest, furthest away part of the ellipse, add them together, then divide by 2.
Okay.
That's the semi-major axis. It's the semi-major because it's the major axis, which is the long length of the ellipse, divided in half. The convenient thing about the semi-major axis is that regardless of the eccentricity, if two orbits have the same semi-major axis and are orbiting the same thing, they will both do one full orbit in the same amount of time. It is the semi-major axis that decides the orbital period of the orbit.
Okay.
And it alone. Eccentricity does not matter. Well, I mean, it matters for what point you are at any given time, but for the time of one full orbit, it's the semi-major axis, and it can be as stretchy as it wants. Obviously, there is no semi-major axis for parabolas. They go off to infinity. For hyperbola, it's actually legally reasonable to say that the semi-major axis is negative. Because, like, if you think of a hyperbola in, like, a real geometric sense, it's like two curves flaying towards each other and then sprawling out. So it's almost like the high part of the quote-unquote ellipse is behind the orbit.
Mm-hmm.
Hyperbolics is weird.
Yeah, you're very right.
Yeah.
And that has been the Ad Break Science Corner. Thank you very much. All right, we're investigating. Time to investigate this poster. Last thing in it would be the blood. The blood.
That's a poster.
It's a poster. Okay, fine. That was really useless. Oh, the skylight. Let's look at the skylight. It's quite a large skylight, isn't it? Yes, quite large enough to afford a good view into the cabin from the roof deck. And there doesn't appear to be a handle or catch of any description. So I suppose it can't be opened from inside the cabin, at least. Okay.
Reasonable assessment.
Let's see. Blood stain. That's blood that's soaked into the seat. The victim's, obviously. Yes, and that seat would be clearly visible from the roof deck. Would you really stab somebody in full view of the other passengers like that, I wonder? Excellent question. Well, it was after dark, and there was a lamp on in here, so perhaps the culprit couldn't see anything outside through the skylight. Whichever way you look at it, it doesn't seem like it was a planned attack. Okay. That's all we got on the inside. Let's go back to the outside. Shall we exit? Have you seen enough? Let's step back outside then. Okay. Now we'll look at the outside. Inspect. Lights. There's the front here. There's, whoops. Here we go. There's the driver's seat here. And then the skylight again. So this is the roof deck of the omnibus. Oh, you must have a wonderful view of London's streets from up here. So people sit all the way up here on bitter winter nights with the cold air rushing past them? And they have to pay money to do so? Brr, I can't imagine how cold it must feel.
It makes a good point.
Right? That just made me think of something horrible. Can you imagine being dragged around the city in the freezing cold as punishment? Why would you talk about that? Perhaps that is the real price you pay to stay out late. Oh my goodness. So that was the roof deck. There's another door here. There's some wheels. Whoops, wrong way. Here's the roof deck.
The Phoenix Wright Omnibus!
Oh my god, it is the Phoenix Wright Omnibus.
It's real!
That's too funny. Here's an undercarriage here. And that's it. That's all we got. That's all we got. We just got the top.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay. Z! Let's inspect some other things real quick. Hold on.
We inspect stuff when we have music in the background.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why it doesn't have music.
It's because we're on a scene with no music.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's
Cross-examination. I wasn't ready for the cross-examination.
great. I would expect this Nipponese stray to understand the intricacies of a British court's cross-examination rights.
Rude. Take a deep breath. Let's go. All right. My first cross-examination in a British court.
You can do it, Ryunosuke. I believe in you.
Oh my god, sir. Focus, Ryunosuke. Focus. Cross-examination. What the witnesses saw. Okay. We'll press everybody. Alright. Hold it! Yes, I think it was sometime after 10, wasn't it?
Oh, yes, sir. That's right, sir. Yes. Ever so cold it was, freezing, in fact.
D is look around. That's how you go to the different people, right?
Yeah, that's...
Oh,
Discord!
Oh, did Discord do a bad?
It did the thing, but that's okay.
No.
I heard you.
Okay.
I heard you. It's fine. Okay.
Ooh.
So, will it indicate to us on this little thing here in the middle when one of them reacts? Or do we have to, like, look around every single time?
For almost all situations, it will be very obvious and you won't have to look around. But
Okay.
sometimes it is also just fun to look around and see that people have opinions in a casual way that doesn't matter.
Okay. So, like... Got
Yeah,
it.
like, look, he's still fixing his hat, this chump. This dingus.
What is... Oh, pursue means that's the pursuing their reactions, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool.
And
I'm
no
learning.
one's reacting.
No one's reacted. Yeah. Okay.
It'll be real obvious in most situations.
All right, I can do this.
Yeah,
I can
it'll
do
go
this.
like ding, mostly.
Ding.
It'll ding.
And you had 4 passengers on board at the time. Is that correct?
It goes ding when there's stuff.
Oh, good.
Yes, that's right, sir. Not all traveling in the same parts of the bus, of course, though, no.
My dude's still cold.
He is.
And there were no other passengers when the incident took place. No one alighted, for example.
You're great waiters, that, sir. No other passengers like that, no. None.
You can't even see!
Who's being racist now?
He's got his eyes closed! So nobody fled the scene of the crime then.
Just how Brent didn't have any eyes.
That's true.
I have to say, the boss insists on it running, he does. Every evening. The last bus of the day.
Oh, we killed him.
But I do wonder sometimes if it's altogether worthwhile. Yes, sorry to say.
What do you mean by that?
Well, with it being so cold and everything, and only making 20 pence on the run, you see. Yes, I spend that much at the pub on the way home, just trying to warm up again.
This man is like the wet bag of potatoes that's just like sad in a corner.
Right?
I feel bad for him.
I kind of do too, like...
Like, I know you're supposed to feel like you're supposed to find amusement at the perils of the comic relief shaky dude, but I don't want to. I feel like you
The
ever
only
watch
thing
like
I
one of
don't
those
feel
like
bad about
old
is that he's
style...
like, I'm stopping by the pub on the way home. I'm like, oh, you got bigger problems.
You ever watch those like commercials of somebody who's like failing to do a basic task and then the person's like, has this ever happened to you? I feel bad for those people when they drop the bowl of spaghetti in the sink and ruin their dinner before the dang strainer commercial goes on. I feel bad for them. I don't
Right.
like give me this weird feeling of melancholy and I hate it.
Yeah, it's like secondhand embarrassment, but like much worse. It's like secondhand, like it's
Like
like
solidarity.
empathy. Yeah, it's like
is the-
empathy.
This is the problem with excess empathy. You feel pain when you're not supposed to.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm kind of the same way. All right, let's see here. Let's press this.
Hold it!
Hold it. You're holding. And you saw them through the skylight in the roof of the carriage.
That's right. When you sit up on the top deck, the window's right there at your feet.
Okay.
I'm really trying to figure out a voice for this guy.
I don't blame you.
There was a lamp on inside, so I had a pretty good view. The two of them were wearing hats, and I couldn't exactly make out their faces. Why is it so difficult? There's not a shred of doubt in my mind that it was Mr. McGilded.
Is it the big hat? How can you be so sure?
Well, how can I put it politely? McGilded is a gentleman of rather small stature.
Don't be rude.
I couldn't have mistaken him for anyone else. Let's not forget that when the vehicle came to a halt, the only people inside the enclosed cabin were the deceased Mr. Mason and Mr. McGilded.
Damn. It's like that, huh? It's just like that.
It do be like that on occasion.
It do be like
There's
that.
no room for doubt here.
Ugh, I really wish there was. press. We press every statement. You actually saw the exact moment it happened? Why were you looking in there?
Didn't I already testify to that?
Why were you looking in there, you weirdo? I don't believe you.
Or a fair dinkum hardworking city banker's not considered trustworthy these days.
I don't believe him. I just don't believe him.
He's got like a Wario mustache.
Right? Oh, no. I didn't mean that. This is no good. I really got his back up. Perhaps you could just tell us what you saw in a little more...
My lord.
Wow. Juror number 3? What's the meaning of this?
My mind is made up, my lord. Completely and utterly made up.
Made up about what?
I lied about it on the entrance exam. I don't like the stinking rich never have. They're always up to something or other that they shouldn't be. Every one of them.
Oh my god.
And that little leprechaun of a man is no exception. Well, he can't fool me.
Yikes. Why we gotta be weird about shit?
I mean, he is both short and Irish.
Whoa.
There's no point wasting time listening to any more of this. That's my opinion on the matter anyway.
This is a game mechanic I am not looking forward to dealing with. I can't press on everything? Is that what this is telling me?
That is precisely what I was about to say.
Is it really doing this to me?
As the foreman of the jury, it's my duty to set a good example to my fellow jurors.
What? Okay. Wow. Okay.
You're gonna learn today.
What is happening here? This is the opposite of serving. I wanted to serve today, and this is the opposite of serving. It's fine. Just in time for the guilty verdict, thanks.
Get that guilt.
Let me see. Yes, it seems that's how the members of the jury give their verdicts.
Perfect timing, Lark.
Great. With fire!
The truth burns.
Apparently, yes. White for innocent and black for guilty. As the 6 members of the jury make up their minds about the case, one by one, they each cast a ball of... This is so realistic. One by one, they each cast a ball of fire into the great scales of justice, as we just saw a moment ago. So if those enormous scales fall completely to the black side, does that mean... Let's do our very best to make sure that doesn't happen. Ugh, now I'm even more worried than I was before. Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too, buddy. What the frick?
We were in the middle of a cross-examination.
Right?
We didn't even do anything.
We didn't do anything. We were just hanging out. Having a brewski, you know?
Your
Like,
actions have consequences.
I don't like my actions having consequences, actually.
Nobody does.
I don't like it. Very well. The court acknowledges the change in the jury's stance.
Okay, sometimes I occasionally appreciate my actions having consequences, just to clarify. I don't want to go on record as being, like, completely disjointed from reality. Like, I like to influence reality. It's enjoyable.
However. Counsel for the defense, please continue with your completely fruitless cross-examination. Okay. This is a nightmare. stabbed him, you say. And you were sitting up on the roof deck, were you? Yes, that's right. Oh, yes, I'm reading this one, that's right. Yes, that's right, sir. I was up on the roof seats. I remember seeing the little gent sitting next to the fellow that was stabbed. I'd been thinking about a new hat design, you see, so I was just gazing absent-mindedly around. But then I happened to look down through the skylight. It was sticking right out from his belly. That huge, great knife. A grim sight indeed. Okay. Ah, that didn't help me at all. The jury look like they're even more convinced my client did it than they were before. That appears to have made everyone even more dubious that Mr. McGilded is telling the truth.
Man, this stinks. We gotta abolish the jury system immediately.
If only we had some evidence to counter their suspicions. If only.
Mr. First.
Oh, yeah, yes, sir?
Despite being third in the lineup, is this the knife you saw?
Oh my god, we got some evidence out of it. That's good. Oh, good grief. Yes, that's it. The very one, sir. Is that...
Yes, counsel. This is the blade that was driven into the victim's belly like a stake through the heart.
Good.
I would know a thing or two about doing that.
Right? Is somebody a vampire? Hello? His real name is Buffy. That is a blade of considerable size, counsel.
It is. And furthermore, the scabbard is emblazoned prominently with a certain initial
Oh,
in orange.
God. In orange.
Or perhaps I should say in gold. The letter M, which seems oddly familiar.
No, I refuse. I refuse. If I just refuse, we're fine, right?
Yeah, it's called objecting, and they bluers do it all the time.
Please, no.
Or Magnus, perhaps. Or McGilded, possibly. Take your pick.
You take your pick, sir.
I will take my pick and stab it through the the defendant's skull.
Right? That's where he's going with this. Like, violence is the answer, I guess?
You and I both have a sword. Let's fight.
Oh my god.
It seems this particular big name in London made a magnificent mistake.
Wow. You're probably a rich dude and you don't like rich people. Is that what's going on here?
He's definitely a noble. He's
Rich dudes. That's what I'm saying. Just saying rich dudes. Okay.
Objection!
Objection! Indeed.
Oh no,
But-
we got the baby slap.
But there are M's everywhere. Like, yes. Like in Mason.
Objection!
Oh my god, objection. Come on, Discord. Come on. Here we go.
no. This weapon of murder almost certainly belongs to the accused.
Ugh. Not conclusive,
Wilhelmstream.wav.
but certainly compelling, counsel. The murder weapon.
Knife. Sorry, knife.
No! 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 My lord, if you'll forgive the interruption.
You have failed to clean up your act.
Ah, juror number 2, go on.
I will have to clean it for you.
Oh, hell yeah, let's go. Mr. McGilded is a pillar of society and a gentleman gentleman's word should be sacrosanct. However, oh crap. God. Those of us in service know we must accept hard truths. Wait, what are you about to... Oh, dispose of the rubbish. Okay. I can't believe we were literally throwing fireballs. No!
It's burnable trash day.
It is. I don't wish to cause offense, but I do like to eradicate all traces of filth and grime. And the maid has spoken. We gotta hold it. Oh god, we're losing. We are losing so hard. We have had no opportunity to not lose.
Not a single moment.
Hi, Lika! We are lawyering.
Who's this? I do not know this person.
He's a friend of mine.
Oh, okay.
I have...
Hello! I'm Exception.
Yes! Oh, thank you for the follow! I appreciate it! I have painstakingly typed every word uttered here today and cross-referenced all the facts. As such, we are completely screwed. I am now in a position to draw the only logical conclusion. Had trouble getting on Twitch. Well,
You are
thank you
guilty.
for coming
QED.
on. We are... Not again. We have one juror left to convince. Oh, God.
No, wait. No, I think it's two. There's the green guy.
Oh, yeah, the green guy.
Horseshoe man.
That's 4 out of 6 jury members who proposed a guilty verdict.
This is not good.
There are only 2 left. We've had it. Every time I press these witnesses for more information, I just make the situation worse. But what else am I supposed to do? Nevertheless,
The desperation is setting in.
what we need more than anything at the moment is some more information. That's what I'm saying. We're still very much in the dark. I suppose I'll just have to keep pressing the witnesses, knowing that more sparks may well fly. We mustn't give up hope that we'll uncover something that will give us a way to fight back. But, Ryunosuke, come on. Alright, I'll keep trying. I can't give up.
We can't give up.
Kazuma would not let you give up.
Kazuma would not accept this at all.
I just need to keep calm and listen to the witnesses' statements again.
Kazuma would have already started fighting Van Zeeks. He would have just like jumped out the table, drawn his sword, and just be like, I will fight you for the truth.
Right? Okay, so we've listened to all the statements. We've pressed on every statement.
No, we haven't pressed on this one.
Oh, this is the last one. Okay.
Yes, not the first.
As soon as
He's
I heard...
sandwiching. He's
is.
sandwiching the testimony.
He is.
He's the bread and he's the other bread. He's the sandwich.
Hold it! Where holds it?
He's sandwich.
What exactly did you see? This is the statement that really I was like, how could you see you were on top of the thing and you couldn't see down in it? But
Right,
okay.
right. Oh, well, sir, that would be the passenger, sir. Yes, collapsed on the floor he was. And by the passenger, obviously, you are referring to the victim, Mr. Mason, the brickmaker.
Who was not collapsed on the floor in the picture that we looked at of the crime scene.
Don't bring that up, you Nipponese fool. I'm trying to win.
Get wrecked, Van Zeeks. Get wrecked!
And then the other passenger had the knife in his hand, like this.
Why are you making shit up? Were you drunk? You got him, exactly. Ugh.
By the other passenger, obviously you're referring to the accused, Mr. Magnus Begilded.
I'm about to
I am
show you
leading
some-
all of these questions.
I'm about to show you some evidence.
And then he punched it down like this, stabbing the other passenger in the belly.
That's not how he was posed. paused in the picture. Okay. What? Yeah. Okay. Oh God.
My lord, I wish to speak.
Yes, juror number 5. Do I take it that you too?
As the master of the London Guild of Coachmen. Oh, he's a union
Have my
lord.
back, buddy. Come on.
He's the head of the union. The idea of a murder being committed in one of the city's carriages is utterly abhorrent to me.
Yeah! Yeah! It's fine.
It wouldn't be right to make a decision before hearing all the facts, though, I said to myself. But I've heard enough now. The horse is bolted, as they say.
Has it? No,
Yes,
no, please!
I'm the one with the whip.
Oh my God.
Giddy up now, Silverblaze! The finish is in sight.
Sir.
Good old Silverblaze. Beppo is a long-standing member of the guild, and I trust what the man says.
He is old!
He's a long-standing member.
He's a long
Oh,
sitting
thank
member.
you, sir. You're too kind, sir. He's a long shivering member.
He is shivering quite a bit.
He is. It's very cold.
Ugh. This is too unkind, sir.
Oh, no, now we're shivering. Which now means that 5 jurors agreed to condemn this man.
Van Zeeks. Grandma. Grandma. Don't you bow at me.
Madam
Fight.
Juror number 6. No, he's bowing to Madam Juror number 6.
I'm gonna fight you. Yes, dear? What can I do for you?
You have heard the testimonies of the witnesses in the stand.
Oh, yes, I certainly have. Still got my hearing, you know.
Then pray tell, why are you yet to pronounce your leaning?
Because she's busy knitting, bish. Well, dear, the thing is, I'm a creature of habit, me. I always go to the park at around this time of day and sit on a nice bench and get on with my knitting. We've confounded the man. There's a lovely little park just near where I live. McGilded Park, it's called. The gentleman donated it to the city, you know, to put a smile on Londoners' faces, he said. I can't imagine such a fine young gentleman would have it in him to take another man's life. He is always doing wonderful things for the city. That's right. A man like that wouldn't stab someone, surely.
Mother, may we go to the McGill Public Library later and borrow some more books? How many Londoners live with their heads in the clouds? Do you people not know?
You are just so bitter. And it's definitely not my fault.
What kind of a man Magnus McGilded really is?
Here it comes. Eat the rich. What kind of a man is he? Is this Van Zeek's theme? This is insane.
Yes.
Hold on, we're basking in this music for a moment. I don't care if I get like
No, it's great.
every kind of like copyright strike or something. I could not care less. I am basking in this music for a moment. It's good, it's good, it's good, it's good. It is good, it's good, it's good. Oh my goodness. He's about to cancel this man from life. Oh, no. Anyway, what kind of a man
Good stuff.
is he?
The philanthropist, Magnus McGilded, has enough wealth to purchase the entire city he claims to value so highly. But where did all that wealth come from?
Oh no, exploitation? Mayhaps?
Your client is a Shylock, sir, and one with the very darkest of souls.
I cannot believe they put that word in this game.
They did. They did it just then.
They should not have done that. That's not very nice. So there's a character named that in another game that I play, which is just extremely special because it's not a good word, guys. Don't use that word. Don't use that word, everybody. Effing, you got me. Don't use that word, everybody. What? Stone the crow. Oh, it's got a little heart. Stone the crows.
McGilded lends money at exorbitant rates of interest, so his victims have no hope of repaying him. Oh, so like literally a loan shark then. Very directly, explicitly.
Yeah.
When they default, he takes possession of everything they own. He is a vulture that preys on the weak. Hi, Finian. You were so shocked that you said something in chat.
Wow. I've never heard any mention of that before.
No one uses that term. Your faculties haven't deserted you, I'm sure, madam. So has this thought not crossed your mind?
Just thought he was a nice guy with a lot of money. Come on.
Would a man wealthy enough to buy London in its entirety not have a carriage of his own?
A carriage of his own. That's a good point.
You can knit during jury duty. Just knit. Step 1, get jury duty. Step 2, knit. It's a 2-step process.
Yeah.
What possible reason could this man have had to make use of a public omnibus service?
Don't pressure the grandma. She says, you're not saying that.
The victim, a poor brickmaker, had next to nothing to his name, save considerable financial liability. It will come as no surprise that his creditor was the accused, Magnus McGilded.
Are you kidding me?
But let it also be known that the very day Mr. Mason was killed was the final repayment date for his debt.
Good gracious.
The brickmaker was destitute. He had lost his house. He had not a shilling with which to repay his debts.
One time I got jury duty and was about to attempt to work from home and do jury duty, but the trial got canceled. Oh my god.
And in the end, this pitiful soul had the very last thing he owned taken from him, his life.
His life.
By the merciless philanthropist pretender, Magnus McGilded.
You are also a rich person. Shut up. I don't believe it.
Hold it!
Get him, Susato. If I might add something briefly. Miss Susato. You claim that the victim had been lent money by Mr. McGilded. But where is the evidence to support your claim? Is that a bottle of... I am not awake enough for this. I am not awake enough for this. No, 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 no. No, no.
That statement was so absurd I had to take a drink.
No.
Pray, forgive the discourtesy of filling my hallowed chalice in a court of law.
You, sir. Aha! There it is. Lord Van Zeke's hallowed chalice.
Just a little sippy. Just a little sip.
Just a fucking sippy. Jeez Louise.
This wine is made from the blood of my victims.
How can this be considered acceptable? Me too, Reno.
It's about to have a very rich aroma added to it. But I find myself in unexpectedly good humor.
God, I hate you.
I had heard ladies from the Far East could show great courage, but I didn't expect to experience it myself.
I'm gonna ship this. Don't you people let me loose on this one. Somebody hold me back. So
Wait,
can I drink during
what are you
jury
doing?
duty if I call it my hallowed chalice? Yes, Finn, you can.
Wait, Ascella, what are you up to? What do I stop you from?
I'm cooking.
What
Don't
are you
worry about it.
cooking?
Don't worry
What are
about
you?
it.
I'm scared.
As judicial assistant to the defense, I am simply doing my job. Get on, girl.
What a pity that your display of courage is in vain. This is the debitor's ledger, which details all monies loaned by the accused. You will find the victim's name clearly recorded inside.
Oh.
Allow me to present this ledger as evidence.
It was a valid question. Oh, now he wants you to take
And pray.
ibuprofen with him.
Forgive the discourtesy of raising my chalice in a toast to the enigmatic East at the same time.
He wants you to take ibuprofen with him. That's the pose.
What
right
are you
there.
up to, by the way? I would like to know. I would like to know.
Nothing.
I zoned out for a
Let
bit
me-
and I came back
let
to you
me-
scheming. I want to
live.
know.
Let me live.
I will let you, but I also want you to explain yourself.
I am putting Barbie dolls together for no
Okay,
no
which ones?
logical reasons.
Because I have a guess, given the context. Are you?
We lost Lark. Oh no.
Uh,
Ooh, a marvelous
allo-
toast,
you're
counsel.
allowed
No,
to
I'm
do
not.
that.
I'm not telling you a word. A
you're
marvelous,
allowed to do this.
a
We started.
marvelous toast,
We started
counsel.
with the two. We started with the lawyer partners. You can do more of that. I support it. I just want to make sure that I'm not jumping to conclusions here.
I just.
I'll help.
Look. All I'm saying, guys, all I'm saying is if he respects women, there's still hope. Okay? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. A marvelous toast, counsel. I will gladly accept this new evidence.
The toast wasn't to you, my lord.
It's that pretty lady over there that you're still being vaguely racist about, but it's an improvement.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Oh,
game
no.
is doing the thing. No!
I hate when that happens.
Ah, yes, 20 guineas. The victim owed a considerable sum. I'm gonna save and... Oh, gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna save and reload. I haven't saved in a while anyway. There you go.
Darn.
Ah, can't believe I broke it. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. We're just gonna go back to the options. Exit game. Don't save because we already I'm gonna save again because I'm paranoid. Why does it do this sound thing? It's so frustrating. Oh my god, right in the middle of me being hysterical. Okay. Here we go. Let's pop over here. They can't see you right now, but I could. You're invisible. You're the cat, the scrunkle. The Disky boy. your status and I did not understand it, and I was gonna ask you about it after the stream. The Skoboindle. The Disky boy. Okay, it's restarted. There we go. Oh, it's changed the background because we're in the courtroom. Okay, we're back. We're back.
You're back. You're
We're
back.
so back. Now
You are back.
I'm gonna reshare it. Give me a second.
Yeah, but don't say we're back until we're back.
Well, then fine. Now we're back. Gosh, you complain a lot. Just kidding. You don't. You never complain. That
I
was
can't believe
a
I've been
lie.
insulted on. I've come onto your stream, provide funny voices, good jokes, the entire Break Class saga, and you insult me to my face during a technical issue.
It's not to your face. You're sitting next to me.
Okay, to my left temple.
To the side of your head, but like I have to look down a little because you're tiny.
I am small.
You're small.
This is a positive attribute in computer viruses and also like virtual structures in general. Because like, okay, so like when you think of intelligence in a person, you think of having a massive brain.
Right.
But like you can make any computer smarter by adding more RAM and memory and stuff to it. So that's not impressive. What is
Bigger brain.
impressive is being smart in a small package. So you want to like be compressed. You want to be small. You want to be small. It's good. It's like good brains per unit measurement.
Just a small exception. Exactly right, Risha.
Yeah.
Exactly right. 20 guineas is about 25 USD, by the way. Well, I don't have 25 USD right now, so he's still better than me.
20, is that in like modern currency? Because I
Yeah,
feel like the
conversion
pound would have been a
rates,
lot stronger
inflation.
back in 1851.
Inflation, my dudes. Inflation.
Yeah. Like, is that 25 now dollars or 25 1890 dollars?
Yeah, we need to know.
It's important.
20
It's important
guineas.
distinction.
Come on, Finn. Do the rest of the research. I believe in you.
Yeah, you gotta account for time in your equations.
I know you got this. If nobody else got me, Finn got me. Just LMAO is all I get. Wow. Okay. Sure. Where's the answer? Okay, we're doing this without music. I don't like it. Ah, yes, 20 guineas! The victim owed a considerable 25 bucks! There we go.
And the accused made quite certain he had ample recompense.
With a dead body. Yeah, because a dead body can give you money.
He took the blood for his chalice. No, sorry, McGill was the murderer. He took his money for, I don't know,
that.
sell it?
We don't know that.
He sold his blood? They didn't have blood donations?
Wait, Risha? $1 now is $40.72 today.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
goodness, my money has
My
multiplied
money.
by 40 overnight.
The late 1890s,
Yeah, we're thinking like 1899, 1898.
6 months from whenever they had the thing in London.
There's actually like a weird chronological inconsistency here because they said that this is like the enter into the 20th century. But the problem is that the actual real world Great Exhibition was 1851.
Oh.
So, so it was like before the Great Exhibition, but after the Anglo-Japanese treaties. So like it's a little awkward, but I'm pretty confident in saying it's like 1890s. Like that's basically that's ostensibly what's going on here.
That was my guess, more or less.
Juror number 6 is sad. I did not want to see juror number 6 sad.
Yeah, she is. I don't like this. Well,
Okay, we fixed it.
it would seem
Oh, no, it didn't fix it.
I've had the wool pulled over my eyes. She's mad.
Regrettably, madam, that is the modus operandi of the accused, not the
The
confused.
confused? We're the confused. He's the accused. And it's such a pretty little park, too. What a scoundrel. Oh, son of a... Okay, so you owed $1,000 to this
Yeah, that
dude.
makes sense.
Still. Don't do it. Maybe it's all for the best. Oh my god. Ah, wait a minute. Let's think about this a little more before. I don't stand for nonsense. Okay. Did we just lose our first trial and...
Yes.
Oh my god. We just got a dude killed. Objection, my client plead nuh-uh. That's fair.
We lost.
That was it.
You pressed
the last
too much.
Juror's decision. Is that
You
possible?
pressed too much. You pressed too much.
But I got evidence from it.
You did not account for the jury.
They didn't tell me to account for the jury until like...
We got the bad ending.
Oh my god.
Now we have to read.
According to this encyclopedia of British law, when all members of the jury have concluded that the defendant is guilty, court proceedings are suspended and the presiding judge will deliver the final verdict and sentence. That's what it says here. The final verdict. It's over then. Your Honor,
Man, I remember when they used to do that in like Rome, where they would just like declare a bad omen and everything would have to be canceled.
That's where I'm thinking this is going, right?
Yeah.
Surely.
Your
Oh,
Honor, I'm invoking the ancient Roman tradition of bad omen. We are unfortunately unable to proceed in the courtroom. We'll have to reschedule to a different day.
there's a footnote, though. A footnote. However, the defense... Girl, talk faster! All 6 members of the jury are now in agreement in this case. You got a drinking problem, son. I don't want to hear this shit.
Allow me to convey my respect for your swift and righteous decision.
According to the laws of this country, I will now conclude the trial by delivering my final verdict. I trust there are no objections. Oh, I object. Who let the guy take a sword
They
in court?
all have
They both have
swords in court.
swords!
We have a sword in court.
They both have swords! Miss Susato, just tell me one thing. Oh, yes? You were in the middle of saying something before. Many object. The footnote in your encyclopedia of British law. However, the defense. What did it say next? Oh, yes, of course. One moment. When all members of the jury have concluded that the defendant is guilty, court proceedings are suspended and the presiding judge will deliver the final verdict and sentence. Then the footnote says, however, the defense has the right to demand a summation examination of the jurors at this point. What the frick is that?
An excellent question.
Summation examination? Are we still in the tutorial?
Objection!
We're still in the tutorial. You! Quit objecting!
A summation examination.
Quit objecting! Go back and drink your garbo. Like, go away. Why does
From
everybody
which
have
se-
this?
Yeah, they just do. It's the 1800s. It's like traditional.
Yeah.
It's noble. I mean, Barack probably has one because he's like nobility, and we have one because we are Japanese and care about that.
It's not ours.
It's ours now.
Well, okay.
It has to be ours because it can't be whoever else's it is. From which century has that tome you have there been resurrected?
Aha!
I'm making small talk to you. Judging from the binding, I would say that book is at least 50 years old. Any modern text on British law wouldn't even give such an antiquated procedure a mention. It's a relic, long forgotten, and certainly no longer practiced.
This is the longest bad end of my life.
So you're out of luck.
Oh.
Join the dark side.
Oh, he had to push his little armband up. What even is it, Miss Susato? This so-called summation examination. Risha, what did you pin? Oh.
Oh, the drinking.
The drinking. Oh, one moment and I'll read about it.
You would demand the right to a procedure before you even understand what it entails?
Yes, that's how we do things. Okay, Finn was away doing research. Here we go. So a British guinea was worth 20 shillings in the 1890s, and 20 shillings of the day is worth about 78 modern pounds.
That's like, I mean, it's $100.
Yeah,
But also, man was poor.
yeah. So the total in the ledger is about 1560 pounds. Okay. You're doing math on a Wednesday night at 10 p.m.
That's like $2,000.
That's a lot. Never ask me to do this again. All right, Finn. Thank you for your contributions. You can go back to sleep.
Yeah, we'll call you back in like an hour for more math.
More math, more math. Oh no, ad. I'm snoozing. We're back.
Typical Nipponese.
It's 5 a.m. where you are. Oh my goodness.
Oh, dang.
All right, Mr. Naruhodo. I think I understand.
Congratulations.
Don't ask me to do math. That's fair.
Wait, what's the square root of 121?
No. It seems that under this procedure, we would be able to appeal to the members of the jury. To do what exactly?
It's actually 11, but you're close.
Appeal to them to change their leaning and reverse their decisions. And it says here that if successful, the proceedings of the trial must be resumed. So we're in the tutorial still against.
This is the Your Honor, nuh-uh.
Nice. Make them reverse their decisions.
Except it's to the jury.
I cannot with this.
Juror number 1, change your mind, I have a sword.
I have a sword and a dagger in the evidence, don't forget.
Mm-hmm.
We're doubly armed. Yes, in times gone by, barristers would use a summation examination to attempt to influence the jury's decision. But that procedure became something of a formality with no practical benefit, really, so it rather fell out of use. I wonder why.
Because it was devoid of purpose.
Much like your sense of humor.
Changing just one member of the jury's mind would be hard enough, let alone several. No self-respecting defense barrister would even assert his right to try in this day and age.
Get over yourself. Still, I don't see any mention of the procedure actually being formally revoked.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting that although it may be antiquated and largely forgotten, it isn't yet extinct.
Oh, are we doing archaeology in the courtroom now? Yeah, let me bet some more bones for you.
What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo? I can't.
I have a lot of fun doing Van Zeke. It's funny.
You're a funny guy. A summation examination. Our last possible option. Do we assert our right to carry it out or admit defeat? I can't admit defeat. I'm still in the tutorial.
Yeah.
We're gonna fight for our right to party. The defense wishes to assert its right to a summation examination, my lord.
Objection!
You shut up!
London is the capital city of the most powerful nation on earth. We have a duty to the world to exemplify the very highest standards of judicial procedure. Summation examinations are an embarrassment that should remain buried.
Objection!
Objection. But if it's our right, it's our right. I believe it could prove vital in this trial. The defense's petition is perfectly valid.
Your Honor, are you kidding me?
The court will proceed with the summation examination. I don't know how to do it, but we're gonna proceed.
This is madness.
Foreman, are you and the remainder of the jury ready?
I'm not, There was no mention of this in the letter I received, you see, so...
Okay, Monopoly Man. All members of the jury will be asked to explain on what grounds they have reached their decision.
On what grounds?
You must all justify your decisions and explain why you believed the defendant to be guilty. So we get to, like, cross-examine the jury? Is that what's about to happen?
Well, my lord, you're rather putting us on the spot.
You just tried to kill a man, so shut up. This is most irregular. No mention was made of this before.
I don't really hold with all this justifying lark.
Cry more. She's busy. That seems to have thrown the jurors off. It seems none of them have experienced this before. All right then, the summation examination. A defense procedure no practicing lawyer has attempted for years, is it? Well, just maybe. It might be the opportunity we've been looking for to turn this trial around. So be it then. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the court hereby calls upon you, as a lark I think they should justify me, to state the grounds on which you find the defendant Magnus McGilded guilty of this most serious crime. Get justified. Judicial findings. All right, and we're going to run an ad real quick, and we'll be right back.
Alrighty.
Pew. It got mad at me for not running ads, so I'm running an ad. Get wrecked, Twitch.
Woo.
Ooh woo.
Okay, next up on Orbit.
Yes, Orbit. Let's talk about it.
Last time we left off, we talked about the numbers that describe the shape of the orbit. Now we will describe the orientation of the orbit. The first important thing is the most directly obvious is the inclination. That is a literal measure of how tilted above the reference plane it is. So if the reference plane was, say, the Earth's equator, an inclination of 90 degrees would imply that you're going on a north-south trajectory. The way the angle is referred is, assuming you're going east, almost always, a positive inclination, I believe, is a tilt towards north, a negative inclination, a tilt towards south. But on the assumption that you're going east, or that east is the plane of reference.
So an inclination of 90 degrees would imply that you're going towards the North Pole on one side of the orbit, and an inclination of negative 90 degrees would be you're going towards the South Pole, air quotes, relative. It's harder to explain than that because obviously those directions are reversed on the back side of the orbit. But that's where the longitude of the ascending node comes in.
Not the node.
Yep. So basically, when you have an orbit that's tilted against the plane, obviously there's going to be some point in the orbit where you cross the reference plane because that's how tilting an orbit works. So the longitude of the ascending node it's the longitude of where that point is, where you cross over the reference plane going up. Again, with the assumption that you're going east, traditionally. So when you go from below the plane to above the plane, that exact point, the angle from the reference direction of the plane to the direction where that crossover happens is the longitude of the ascending node. So with that longitude and that inclination combined, you can say, okay, the orbit is tilted in this direction by this amount. There are two more, but I don't know if I have time. How much time do I have, or can I just keep going? Oh, frick.
2 seconds, 1 second.
Okay, fine, we'll wait.
Ad break has ended.
Cool. All right, cool. Fantastic. Cool.
My bad. I forgot to zoom into you. I'm very sorry.
Nah, it's fine.
I'm starting to get really sleepy, so I'm like, is this a good stopping point in the trial, or are we almost at the end, or like what is
I think a
going
good
on?
stopping point would be the end of the jurors' contentions. Like, we wrap this up, and
Cool.
because like it'll be very obvious we are out of it again.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm so tired, and I don't know why.
Sorry, I'm putting you to sleep with all this orbit talk.
No, you're good. I had to get up early, and I have to get up early tomorrow, so I'm just like the dead. That's okay. All right. The jurors' contentions. Let's go.
There was no one else inside the carriage at the time, so it had to have been him.
Okay. I trust the driver. He has an excellent memory, it seems. 4 passengers with fares totaling 20 pence.
He struck the chap next to him just like this. Brazen, I must say. Absolutely brazen.
Why do you have a knife? I have simply typed and collated all of the statements made thus far and drawn the logical conclusion.
That is a useless statement.
Right?
You can trust the guild. Fair fares is our motto. We haven't raised the prices above 4 pence for years.
Ah, that's helpful information. Thank you. 4 pence, but there was 20. The fare was 20, you say? That means there's more people. This scoundrel stabbing that poor man on the floor. It beggars belief. We didn't even get to present any evidence during the cross-examination, and I'm angry about it.
Oh my goodness, you're right. We haven't presented a dang thing today.
I didn't know we could!
We couldn't, apparently.
Apparently we couldn't. Yeah, I didn't have the button to let me present things.
We're on the B track now for the plot.
Could I have already
We had
this,
one path to the
please?
truth. We had a.
I don't want to. I never pretended to be good at games. I'm starting to wish I hadn't pushed for this now. No? Ryunosuke, you're on the right track, baby boy. Some of the jurors don't seem to have wonderfully formed arguments, though, do they? Well, let's see what we can do. We need to get these 6 people to change their minds.
I'm not exactly as familiar with this route, so I'll have to just read what they're saying and say what they say.
Oh, wait, you really can, like, have this go different ways?
No, I am messing with you.
Oh. Like, you're literally... No, I'm so gullible. Don't do that to me. You can't do that to me. That's not nice.
I didn't expect you to have such a strong reaction. I thought I was just adding layers.
No.
I mean, there are branching paths, but they're like minutia
Minimal, yeah,
compared to this.
Yeah, okay. I'll have to throw everything I can at them and use some very persuasive language.
Very persuasive indeed.
Just a moment, Mr. Naruhodo. Open the book. According to my book, that's not quite how it works. Oh? I thought I was going to have to thaw their icy minds with some heartwarming rhetoric about the defendant. Unfortunately, once the jurors have decided the defendant is guilty, they're unlikely to heed anything the defense says. But then, they've reached their conclusions by their own reasoning, you see. Your pleas will sound like excuses. In fact, it could recoil on you. The more you try to persuade them, the more entrenched they may become. Then what on earth am I supposed to do? Oh dear, I'm just citing what I've read about British law, Mr. Naruhodo. Aw. Right, I'm sorry. Do you have any idea how to make this work then? Book is out again. Well, from what I can understand, the key to this procedure is using the jurors' own words to make your arguments. What do you mean? I just want Shelms back at this point. I just want Shelms back. Well, the 6 members of the jury are randomly selected members of the public. They may appear to present a united front, but the truth is, they are complete strangers who just happen to find themselves here in the courtroom together. And that's the way to break them down, you mean? Yes, exactly. We must listen very carefully to what each member of the jury says, and see if we can identify any contradictory statements. I already found one! If we can, we then contrast the statements and pit the corresponding jurors against each other. I already found one. I'm ready to go. Let's go.
We are dividing the courtroom.
I see. So it's contradictions in what 2 or more jurors say that we're looking for. In a way, then, this is similar to a regular cross-examination, like I said.
You did.
Oh, yes, I suppose you're right. We're good at cross-examinations when we actually
Get
have
ready
shit to
for a
work with.
technical marvel. I know that you've only ever played like one other Ace Attorney game, but this is revolutionary what's about to happen.
I'm excited. Here we go. Find contradictions in their statements and pit the jurors against one another to break them down. All right, I might be able to pull this off. No, that's not right. Oh no, why are we nervous eyes again? Double slap. I have to pull this off. Let's go. Can we start proceedings, counsel? I would ask you to take the stand for this. I'm expecting a clear and concise rebuttal. Okay. Yes, my lord. Oh, look at us! Jury examination. Show them your collar pin. The defense's rebuttal.
Right.
Okay, so do we...
So here's how this works. Go to the statement. Go to one of them. There are 2. So
Oh, you hit pit. I see pit now. Okay.
you hit pit. There's no
So,
present. There's just pit.
Just hit the button and go to one and then hit pit and then go to the other?
Well, go to 1 first, then hit the button.
Okay, so
Then-
the 2 I want to pit against each other are 2 and 5.
All right. So go to 2.
Okay, so do I just hit the... Okay.
Yeah, it's like any examination.
And then hit pit.
Yep. And now you choose the other.
Gotcha. And then we hit again. Objection.
Get ready for this.
All right,
This is-
those two statements clearly contradict each other. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Get ready for this. This is about to be a thing.
I'm excited. They do? Explain yourself, counsel. Well, I can do basic math, Your Honor. Me? Oh dear, what have I said? I swear
on Silver Blaze's maiden name, I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about.
I'm just every juror all of a sudden.
Look at him.
According to
He
the group
walks.
testimony we've heard so far, yeah, I love this.
He's walking.
I love this for us.
This was downright revolutionary when it happened.
Cool. He's pacing. According to the group testimony we've heard so far, there were 4 passengers on the omnibus on the night in question. And according to the coachman, Mr. Beppo, he took 20 pence in fares. Yeah. Quite right. I have those precise details typed neatly here in front of me. And juror number 5 also told us the following. The fare for the omnibus is always 4 pence.
That it is. A fair and convenient single price. Just the way London's carriages should be operated.
But that doesn't add up at all. In fact, it leaves a glaring discrepancy in the facts.
Why, man? Why?
Because I can do basic math!
I mean,
4 passengers.
Finian also does not want to do math today. It's understandable.
Finn?
Math is not in season.
Finn can do whatever they want to do. Finn is not required to do math all the time. I'm sure Finn was 20 steps ahead of us and did this math 15 cross-examination statements ago. And just wanted to let me struggle on my own so I would learn. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. 4 passengers paying 4 pence each. If you do the multiplication, oh my god, Runosuke can do basic math, thank god. Ah! It would be 16 pence. Exactly. As I said, it doesn't add up. The figures are different. By 4 pence, in fact. Or precisely 1 person's fare. Smug. The smug. The smug. Oh, no! Hold on, Discord is being stupid again.
Scored.
Yeah! And then it made the game click. Okay. 1 person's fare? Yes, in other words, on the omnibus that night. It's distinctly possible. There was another passenger we've heard nothing about. Good gracious! Oh, this is so cool. This is so cool.
This can't be right.
Perry Mason moment. You just showed your age. I got that joke though, so I show my age too.
The coachman of the guild are good, honest men, one and all. Trustworthiness is a watchword.
The figures your coachman claims most certainly do not add up. Your watchword, good sir, is a fallacy.
I beg your pardon?
Now the jurors are fighting. The girls are fighting. Mr. Guildmaster, I think you ought to consider that if this trial were to end now, the news will surely spread all over London. The news that one of your coachmen tried to hide the fact that he lets nefarious characters ride his omnibus. That is so out of pocket, sir. Matlock, oh my god.
All right then, how do I make it so this miserable trial doesn't end, hmm?
Take it back. Take back your verdict, sir. Well, according to my book here, you simply launch a ball of fire onto the innocent side of the set of scales.
Now hold your horses there, coachman. We were all in agreement. Why do you have to go and... Wait till I get my hands on you, Beppo!
Oh, shit. Innocent.
This is all very irritating.
Begging your pardon, sir. I'm going to do the same.
For the love of Mike, not you as well.
Not even Mike. A penny can be the difference between a smile and a tear, after all. I certainly can't put my trust in someone who doesn't follow my exacting standards in financial matters.
Are you also the secretary for the Lord?
Right?
Oh, really?
I, for one, think it's only proper that we hear from the witnesses again. Oh, well done, Mr. Naruhodo. You did it! If we can manage to change 2 more jurors' minds, we can force the trial to continue. 2 more, actually. There is something else that's bothering me about a couple of their assertions. Oh, I gotta pit some people again. Then that's where you must strike next. So I need to pit 2 more jurors against each other and show there's another contradiction in their assertions. Exactly. You can do it. Well, the scales of justice have shifted, nice, but they still weigh heavy on the side of guilt. Counsel, you have the floor again. Continue with your summation examination.
We proceed.
We proceed to pace some more. Oh no. I'm changing my leaning to innocent. I should like to hear what the slipshod bookkeeper has to say for himself. Me too, homie. Me too. Alright. Stuck the chap next to him just like this. So it's him and the one talking about him being on the floor. That's what I think.
Makes sense to me. But that's useless.
Yeah. Not guilty, yes. There we go. And look, they even have... I like that he has a knife and she has a knitting needle.
Yeah.
It's very helpful. Alright, we're pitting. Let's go.
Objection!
Be right, be right, be right, be right, be right. Those 2 statements are completely contradictory. What? Explain, counsel, post haste. Oh, dearie me, I was only knitting a jumper for my other half.
What is all this claptrap? What does contradictory even mean, I ask you?
Oh no.
A dictionary.
Here he goes.
We
He's pacing again.
We're walking.
We have leggies.
We step.
We've heard from more than one witness that they allegedly saw the actual moment when the defendant stabbed the victim. Now, out of curiosity, juror number 3.
What? Can't you see that I'm busy here?
You got stuck. How would you say the defendant stabbed the victim? What sort of motion was it?
Wanna test me, do ya?
I'd like to point out that this is the thing that I was saying when they were doing the original cross-examination. So I was right, and I'm very proud of myself because I'm not that bright sometimes.
It was like this. Stuck the fella next to him without even getting up. Just like the prim banker said.
Yes, that was Mr. Fairplay's testimony. Quite true. Now then, juror number 6. Oh, is that me, is it? What can I do you for, young man? How would you say the defendant stabbed the victim, madam? Oh, well, dear, as far as I understand it, it was like this. He stabbed the poor man after he collapsed on the floor. The coachman said so. Now don't move. Take a look at these two jurors. He stuck the fellow next to him without even getting up. And he stabbed the poor man after he collapsed on the floor. Well, I never. They're stabbing in totally different directions. Yay.
What?
Oh, that knife is done for.
That table is done for.
Right? Bless my stitches, what a muddle. What this tells us is that there's a strong possibility one of the witnesses isn't telling the truth. Oh!
But why? Why the dickens would they lie?
We don't know. I don't know that yet. But what I do know is that if the trial ends at this point, we may never find out. We may never know the real truth. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, can you really let that happen in all good conscience? Suddenly we're competent and I love this. Lies, you say? Oh, dearie me. I can't abide people telling lies. You have tipped the scales. The scales!
I don't believe it. Wait! Now hear this, my fellow jurors. I warn you, you cannot listen to this man.
Why are you so invested
He's the
in this
foreman.
man's guilt?
Look at him in his black suit. He's clearly some devious Eastern sorcerer using black magic on us all.
You were so right that we weren't done with the racism. I'm sorry, I doubted you.
No, we are not done.
If I could use magic, do you really think I'd be putting myself through all this?
Answer me this, Doc Jinx.
Oh, that's our new name, Dark Jinx. That's his superhero name, actually. Huh? Me?
What exactly is the problem? What of it if two witnesses have slightly different recollection of events?
What of it?
Let's say the Shylock did stab the victim as he was sat next to him on the omnibus. And this young dandy saw him do it. And now let's say the victim collapsed on the floor and then the Shylock stabbed him again. And this old lady saw him do it. Well, what's to say it didn't happen like that, hmm? Who are you calling dandies, huh? Why, I should take this knife to you.
Who are you calling old? Why, I should take this needle to you. Ugh, they're ready to kill each other now. We did great. Did a great job. Push your armband up and keep going, sir. But could the foreman of the jury be right? Did the two witnesses see two different moments of the same crime? I don't think so. It's not out of the question, but I don't think so.
We gotta be assertive with our not thinking so.
Okay, it's out of the question then. Unfortunately, Mr. Foreman.
What is it, you Doc Jinx? Come on, out with it.
What you're suggesting is impossible. It's out of the question.
What are you talking about, man? How could you possibly say that? You do realize that I'm only doing my job. As foreman of the jury, I have a responsibility to steer everyone in the right direction.
Do you?
So where's your evidence, man? That's what we want to see.
Oh, great. I get to get into the evidence again. None of which I've looked
Get to
at.
present a thing today.
I get to present one whole thing during the stream.
One.
And I have no
First and
idea
the
what
last.
it's going to be.
I say the two witnesses saw two different moments of the same crime. If you say that's out of the question, show me some proof.
The court record! It looks like the only way I'm going to convince him is to present him with something he can't dismiss.
Undismissible.
Yeah, the foreman is biased, absolutely. Some irrefutable hard evidence. As you wish.
What?
Yeah, you brought this on yourself, my dude. I'll give you the proof. It's out of the question that the two witnesses saw different moments of the same crime, as proven by the photo, right? And a single stab wound to the abdomen. We have several things that could prove this. This is probably the best one.
I agree.
Because it's a single stab wound. It's,
They
yeah.
don't even have to take our word for it. The coroner said so.
The coroner said so. All right. So let's examine it real quick. Died to internal hemorrhaging resulting from the trauma. Stabbed once in the abdomen. Back. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, present! This is the victim's autopsy report. According to what's written here, Mr. Mason was stabbed in the abdomen. Only once.
Yeah? Only once?
Only once. It's quite simple. The victim was stabbed precisely one time. Which means these witnesses can't possibly have seen it happen 2 different times.
All right. I can see defeat.
Good. We've tipped the scales!
They didn't have robots in the 1890s, so we're good on that front.
Wait, that means 4 jurors are now leaning to not guilty. We did it! We've done it, Mr. Naruhodo. We've won!
What are you playing at, you dandy fool? Shut your trap, sir. No one deceives me. But we had a consensus. I said shut your trap. I know a liar when I see one. And if the chap ever dares to cross the threshold of my shop, I'll take this razor sharp blade and shave every last hair off his head.
Okay, weirdo. Please tell me he's a barber. Well, in a quite remarkable turn of events, the defense's summation examination has flipped the balance of the scales of justice. The jurors now stand at 2 for guilty and 4 for not guilty. Accordingly, there is no longer a large enough majority among the jury for me to adjudicate. And the trial must continue. So now we can go back to the cross-examination, I hope. And ask them things. I hereby ask the defense, prosecution, and witnesses to return to their places. And I call upon all of you to continue to pursue the truth. Bop, 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 bop. So that's a good stopping point, right?
No, we're about to hit a to be continued in
Oh,
like
okay, thanks.
a few
I'm
minutes.
so glad I have my experts along here with me.
Yeah, we're good.
So, Lord Van Zeeks, continue to substantiate the case for the prosecution, if you
And we
please.
couldn't possibly end before seeing this scene.
I just want to point out that we have gotten absolutely nothing done. Because they wouldn't let me present shit. It's fine. Oh God, here he goes again.
You've got
His
to be
chalice of
kidding me. I gotta go
justice.
back and do my job. I was just over here having a good drink.
The chalice. He's so mad.
Delicious aroma.
He's so freaking. He's pissed.
Wasted.
Oh, he broke it. Oh.
Having savored the rich aroma of the carmine contents of this hallowed chalice.
He broke his hallowed chalice.
It may seem crass to crush it to dust. Pray forgive the discourtesy. I am mad.
Lord Van Zeeks. Is it cold in here, or is it just me?
My hand has shards of glass in it,
Right? Is that why he wears those leather gloves?
and that does not compare to the amount of pain I had to go through listening to your drivel. Your antiquated tome no doubt says the prosecution may not speak during a summation examination.
They have to keep their dang mouths shut.
So I honor the deathly silence and listen to the charade.
Hey, I personally forgot you were here. Just saying.
I am the shadow as you wouldn't see me. It seems I overestimated the intelligence of the jury.
Oh, cry more. You're just mad you lost.
He's about to make a really poignant line, though. Like, his speech right now, I appreciate. Well, no matter.
Is this about to be about justice or something?
No,
I'm ready. Let's go.
there is nothing so hard to prove as a self-evident truth, it would seem.
Okay.
No, and why else would we grace the courtroom with our presence after all?
Not the slow zoom.
So, let us proceed to the next round of battle.
Not the slow zoom. Ah, the cape is off!
Bring forth the witnesses once more.
Let's go! Ah! The very confused witnesses.
Witnesses. I trust you heard the summation examination we have just had to endure.
Now you have to come clean about why you were wrong.
Oh, yes, sir, that I did, sir. Of course I heard it.
Oh, yes, sir. I heard it. You, sir, on the end, the coachman. I believe it's Beppo.
Yes, sir, my lord, sir.
If it transpires that in your previous testimony, you were attempting to veil the presence of a fifth passenger on your omnibus, you will be found guilty of perjury. You are advised to bear that in mind, sir. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, mio Dio.
Oh, now I feel bad for him. Damn. Because he can't do basic math. That's sad. Now then, witnesses. I hereby call on you to testify before the court again.
Hold up.
What?
I think I'm mistaking. There's no to be continued here.
There's not?
No, but, like, thematically, I think this is an excellent point to stop. I just thought there would be a, like, dramatic, like, fade in to be continued to go from.
Oh.
Like, but, like, structurally, we should stop here.
There's more after this, though, right? Like, quite a bit?
Yes,
Okay,
of course,
okay,
of course.
Cool. So, let us go to our options here. Let us save.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I'm just, like, I'm going. I'm hoofing it through this. Let's go.
I think I thought that when he, like, removed the cloak and was like, bring forth the people, we'd get the to be continued there, but I guess I was wrong.
It was good, though. It was worth it.
It was great. It was great.
Worth it. Yeah. Well, that was delightful. I have now met Risha's prosecutor husband, which makes me very happy, I think. We've done math. We've learned about orbits. We've learned about.
I actually need to sort of finish the lesson on orbits. There's two more parameters, and I can.
I'm so sorry. Let me zoom in.
I can just do that real quick.
Go for
So
it.
we talked about the shape of the orbit. We've talked about the orientation of the orbit relative to the plane, but now we need to talk about the orientation of the orbit along the plane that it is on for real.
Let me put some music on. Hold on.
Yeah, sure.
Music. Hold on. How do I do this?
I'm scared of what you're going to choose.
No, I only have like. Here we go. Here we go. And then.
Oh man, this is like almost a Petscop jam.
There we go. Oh, that probably looks terrible. We're good now. Okay. Continue.
Okay, so last up, we need to talk about like we've shaped the orbit, we've tilted the orbit, but now we need to spin the orbit. So the angles and the tilt we've added have just shifted the plane the orbit is in, but we haven't stated what direction the orbit is facing in this new tilted plane. And that comes down to the argument of periapsis. And that's basically just saying the angle from the ascending node from last time to where the periapsis is. The periapsis is the point of the orbit closest to what you're orbiting. So if you imagine the oval, you've tilted it and then you spin it around a little bit. The angle from the point where the old plane crosses the tilted plane to that closest point is the argument of periapsis, and that goes from obviously 0 to 360 degrees as you spin the orbit in the tilted plane. And those five fully describe the orbit. The shape of the orbit, the position of the orbit is fully formed. And so the only thing left is the position of an object along that orbit. And that one is the true anomaly. This is a little confusing because it's relative to like some hypothetical point in time. Because obviously the object is moving along the orbit. So you have some specific time that you're stating. The true anomaly at that time is the angle from that periapsis we talked about already to where the object is going along the orbit. So if the periapsis is at the closest point and the true anomaly at whatever time is 180 degrees, it means that the object orbiting is on the exact other side of the ellipse. Mm-hmm. And those six, the eccentricity, the semi-major axis, the inclination, the longitude, the ascending node, the argument of periapsis, and the true anomaly, altogether uniquely describes an orbit. Its shape, its orientation, and the position of the object along it in time. And boom, you can now describe orbits with some numbers. And other people will understand those numbers, and you can talk about stuff like how to go from one place in space to another, or at least where those objects are. If I do another lesson, we'll start actually talking about like the rockets and stuff, like how do they move?
How does it work?
But that's your primer to orbits and how they're shaped and what they do spread all across two streams.
I was with him like halfway and then I got lost, but that's okay.
I'm sorry.
Uh-huh. It was good. It was good. I get what you're saying. It's just, it's too many new names. It's too many new words.
Yeah.
It's too many new words. But that's okay.
Math and science people, I would say, are not good at naming things.
No, they like to name things difficult, and that's okay. That's okay. As long as they're happy. As long as it brings them joy. I forgot we still have the game up. Okay. Well, that's all I got. I gotta go to sleep. I got nothing for the rest of the week until Monday, and OnStar's Monday should have a little surprise. in it, so everybody come tune in for Monday for more Ensemble Stars. We're almost at the end of the SS Finals. 2 streams left if we're lucky, and then we will start Obligato. Good luck if you are grinding in the event in EN right now for Obligato. It's meaningful to me in many ways. So that's all I've got. Exception, what do you got?
I've just finished doing the Homeworld 3 campaign. And
oh, you finished? Cool.
I did. It happened last Sunday. So I don't know what to do exactly now. I have these projects and ideas that I want to do, but they're sort of a ways out. I would like to wrap up some other things I'm doing. I want to finish Zelda Scenic Route as soon as possible so I can slot in some other exploratory game in there. I have ideas, but not the correct slots to put them in on my list of cool conceptual schedules. I'll figure something out. I'm in the middle of negotiating new streaming schedules with people, and that's gonna have to just be figured out over the course of the next few weeks.
That's fair.
Eventually, I will get Quint and Lark together to do war games in Homeworld. I could do skirmishes and stuff, though I have no guarantees of being good at them. I've got the regular assortment of good jams. PlanetSide 2 might go back to Armored Core. Got Balatro. Got other fun stuff. It's just a generally good time. Low stress environment. You do not need a master's degree in my history of other streams to get in and get comfortable. You're in between major projects at the moment. And a lot of my spare time has been working on editing the Empire at War stream into a documentary. I'm working on the script for that a lot, so
Yeah.
all the cool stuff I'm doing is not the stream projects, it's the editing projects.
If you enjoyed the explanation of orbits,
Oh no, that's why.
you
That's
should
the
tune
thing I'm
in
getting advertised
to
to.
Exception streams. But also, Exception is one of my favorite streamers right now, so you should check it out. Because everything you do is either fascinating or hilarious, and sometimes both. You're always really, you guys listen to me. Let me get on my little, hold on, we're zooming. So, what you don't know about Exception, that you're not getting from this stream, because this is all wit and witticism on this stream, right? And some orbit explanations, is that Exception has this zone, right? That you get into this zone. You absolutely get into the zone when you're explaining stuff. And it's like watching a really good documentary, when you're just watching you game. It's so chill, but at the same time, it's really engaging. I highly recommend, especially if you like RTS or spacey things, or whatever the heck Exception is playing at any given moment. You should give a watch. It's even if you don't understand what's going on, which sometimes I don't understand what's going on because I'm jumping in the middle of something, right? It's still some of the best background noise streaming ever, even when you don't understand it. Which I swear that's a compliment. I swear. Anyway, so everybody tune in and watch Exception, or I will find you. I will hunt you down, and I will put you in front of the internet TV Twitch, and you will watch.
What the heck am I supposed to say to all that?
Just say, okay, thanks, bye. You don't have to say things. This is my stream. I do what I want.
I'm too emotional about this. This is the kindest, most informed diatribe about what I do that I've ever been given.
Nickity, don't just say yikes to me. Nickity, I will fight you in the pit. No, I just think you're cool. Okay. Well, anyway, now that I've embarrassed everyone on the stream, cool. That's all I've got. So I guess we will see you guys. I have a very busy next several days, but I'll be back on Monday for sure. Unless something horrible happens. Please, nothing else horrible happen in my life.
I should be streaming tomorrow and Sunday, so I'll
tomorrow
cover
and
the
Sunday.
gap.
Okay, cool. So I gave you a shout out at the beginning, but I'll give you another shout out. That's not how you spell shout. Oh no, that's not how you spell shout out.
What did you write?
Here we go. It's spelled shout out with some numbers in it somehow. I don't know how that happened. It just had numbers. I can't type. But yes, go tune in. I promise you are in for delight and wonder. So, yes. Yeah. That's all I got. Okay, well, oh yes, right! That thing you do at the end of streams where you raid people. Let me...
Oh yeah,
That's important.
Hold up, let me find, oh god, Twitch is gonna talk. Don't put on a weird channel, don't put on a weird channel, don't put on like a hot tub stream or something, please.
Did the shout out happen? I don't know how to tell if the shout out happened.
It happened.
Okay.
It pops up on my end. No, Discord.
Oh, okay. It's
There we
okay.
go. There we go. Bum bum
see
bum
it.
bum 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 bum. Nikki, are you still streaming right now? Are you multitasking while you're streaming? Oh, I'm gonna go raid you, homie. Let's go.
Fantastic.
My
Let's
dude,
add 10
it is
people.
time. I finally get to raid you. You're always
Usually me.
finished with the streams before I get to raid you. So we are raiding Nikki. Hey guys, have a great night. Go watch Nikki play some Final Fantasy 14. Are you still grinding Dragoon? Are you still working on Dragoon right now? Playing some grinding some levels before the new expansion drops. Yeah, playing some Dragoon. So you guys get ready, go do that, enjoy, and have a great night. Tune in to See Exception tomorrow.
Yay.
Yay! And now you know what orbits do.
Yeah.
Excitement. Okay, we're raiding now. We're raiding. Bye.